Hello, everybody, and welcome back to The Wild Beyond the Witchlight. I am your whimsical DM, Victoria, and we're going to play some D&D tonight. But before we get to that, we're going to do announcements and then a recap. So, Kristy, if you could be so kind as to roll that clip.
Good evening, and welcome to the show. Now, here's a word from our sponsors. Little Dragon Core is a Canadian-based dice company that supplies all kinds of cool tabletop gear. I mean, look at all these pretty dicey boys. Head on over to littledragoncorp.com and enter the coupon code BONUS for 15% off your order. That's BONUS. Cardboard Castle Games is a brick-and-mortar game store local to Evans, Georgia. They have a wide selection of tabletop gaming and other cool games like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon cards, and even Yu-Gi-Oh! You can visit them in-store and let them know that we sent you, or you can go visit their website at cardboardcastlegames.com. Also, big thanks to Syrinscape for the amazing atmospheric sounds and music. You can add these sounds and more to your game when you download the Syrinscape desktop or mobile app. The app is free and comes with 20 sound sets that are included to get you started. You don't even need to register. Go to Syrinscape.com to find out more. Thanks as well to Adrian Von Ziegler for providing some additional music that we use here on Thursday nights. He's a talented composer with great content usage rights, so go check out his YouTube and Patreon and support him if you can. Please check out our other games. We stream almost every day here at Probo. We have games for several of the major published 5e modules as well as homebrew games, and some of our games feature systems other than 5e, like Star Wars, Power Rangers, and Alien. Come watch all of our VODs over on our YouTube. You can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Don't forget, you can also support the channel by following, by subscribing, remembering to click the bell notification so you never miss another live stream, using channel emotes, and if you're an Amazon Prime user, you get a free subscription to Twitch every month. Thanks again to all of our sponsors for supporting Proficiency Bonus. And now, back to the show.
We're back! Wow! Thank you, Kristy, for your amazing announcement reel. I really appreciate all of the hard work that you put into the video editing for our stream, so thank you. I love you. Mwah.
I love you more.
And with that, I'm going to pass it over to another friend of mine that I love and cherish very much, and that would be Ink, for a recap. Ink, if you'd be so kind.
I would love to be so kind to talk about all of the new friends that we love and cherish that we made last time on Wild Beyond the Witchlight. You guys, Jabberwock, more like Jabberwoke, because the Jabber woke up.
That's so fucking dumb.
What? What is going on? No.
While the party did while the party was fighting, a very loud spell went off, which woke up the Jabberwock, which threw the entire plan of going through the castle carefully out the window. There were teleportations. There was flying out of windows. There was conversing with a giant owl in a plea to not have it eat you and instead have it eat the Jabberwock. We have Aurum running all throughout the castle trying to get the Jabberwock to chase him. We had Saoirse immediately knocking herself out as she tried to do big magic and needing to be saved by the Winter Prince.
He did nothing.
Who woke her from her slumber. Not the cursed magical one, though.
Yeah.
And not with a kiss, but with sass.
It's
Giving
coming.
back some of
Quite
her
literally
magic.
stabbing my heart with his magic, yeah.
Yes, and you know, a heart pierced is a heart open for love and new experiences. As Aurum continues to try and lead the Jabberwock away from the rest of the party, Ego, Clover, and Dawn, having won over Bloody Beak, are now trying to make their way elsewhere in the castle to free other members of the adventuring party and get Bloody Beak and the Jabberwock to fight so that they can figure out how to destroy the rest of the League of Malevolence so that we can learn how to work the cauldron so that we can free Zybilda from the time frozen curse. And this music is how those shenanigans have felt. But I think that's pretty much where we left off. Victoria.
Thank you very much for that. So, Kristy and Ink, you may both have D6 Bardic inspirations for your contributions to the stream. And for our DJ, Graf, and our keeper of bargains and deals, Iris, since your characters have been made whole or were never not whole in the first place, you can have player inspiration. So, Graf, could you assist with
I already did.
Wait,
Yeah, I changed it. Look.
no way.
There we go.
Is that
Okay,
better?
okay, there we go.
That's
yeah.
good.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Thank you very much. I don't know what Suncraft's feeling silly today. Which is fine by me, but a little bit jaunting. Yeah, so when we left off, we were at the top of the initiative order, with the Jabberwock, who is currently pursuing Aurum. So let me get one thing up here. I probably should have opened the Jabberwock's stat block before I started the stream, but that's okay. Here we are.
No stat block, Victoria.
He actually just has infinite HP and can do 8,000 D12 damage by looking at you. So, let me measure something. Oh, Aurum, you're just within 30 feet of the Jabberwock, so I'm gonna need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Is this?
It is not a magical effect, it's just like a thing that the Jabberwock does.
Yeah, is it like a charm or frighten effect?
No.
Damn. $19.
Okay. Yeah, so once again, like, you can hear through, because there's this wall over, am I on the right layer? Yes, I am. There's this wall over here that the Jabberwock has busted down, and you can, like, hear the burbling, like, whispering, that the Jabberwock is, like, just constantly emitting, but you are able to, keep your mind from being clouded by it. So, with that, the Jabberwock is going to have to use double movement to get one block there. So then he has 20 feet left. Yeah, so he can get, like, right there. Because he's kind of a big boy. So Aurum, you, I believe you had popped in through, like, the dressing room, P26 there, and, had hidden in, like, the hot spring, like, bathroom there. And the Jabberwock comes, like, slithering along the walls and, like, the ceilings and drops down, and looks at you with its, like, big full moon eyes. And how far away are we now? Because he's gonna maybe... Oh, 40 feet. You might be... Let me just roll... Okay. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Natural 1.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get my real dice, but I'm listening.
Okay.
Oh, buddy,
Well,
this is not.
You have a minute because I need to gather some dice now.
This is not the start.
3. Let's see. 4. 5. Where's the 6, 7. Oh God. Okay. Okay, so 10. Okay, I rolled low, so that's good. So the Jabberwock's eyes glow with this like fire, and a 120-foot long, 5-foot wide line of fire emits from its eyes.
Jesus Christ.
For some reason, I don't have like the fun little effects on it right now in this game. Maybe it's just because Kristy's game has jump gate that we can do that.
It might be.
You are going to take 26 points of fire damage as this beam of fire rips through your body.
I'll absorb elements.
Okay, what does that do? Reaction?
Yeah, reaction. I have resistance to the triggering damage type until the start of my next turn.
Okay, so then that is 13 points instead. If you gain resistance to it, right? 13 plus 13 is 26.
And then you take the 13 and you can use it to attack, right?
I get a d6.
Oh, you get a
I wish
d6.
I wish I had remembered that I had all the chromatic flowers when this thing attacked me at the very beginning.
Literally every chromatic flower is on you.
Well, if you want to add back, like, give yourself 15 hit points back.
It was fire that it used. The
Mhm.
Yeah.
The beam, yeah. Give yourself, I want to say, 15 is like average for what half would be. Like, yeah, the average damage for this is 31, so just take 15 back. So now you're at, what, 30 instead of 15? Or were
Which
you
is
at
half-
5?
I was at 15, but you know, when you have 66 HP total,
Yeah, that's fair.
15 HP is a lot. And I guess that means, yeah, I don't have that flower anymore.
Yeah, double check what the item says, but I think it is consumed if you trigger that reaction to, like, because I think it does like an absorb element. I think I sent you the, if not in the personal thing, it might be in the loot.
Let's see.
Chromatic rose.
Yeah,
right
if
here.
you would take more than 10 fire damage, the rose disintegrates and you take no damage instead.
Nice. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So now that little fiery rose is no more. But you
Meanwhile,
are...
Aurum being cooked for real right now.
Yeah, it smells like burning hair in this bath right now.
This guy's lost so much hair in this adventure. I feel like he's gotta have bald spots.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's saying no. He's saying
It
no.
grows
He says
back
he's got
overnight?
more hair.
It's
No,
so.
but
it's
remember
too
that time
luscious.
did you eat a bean or something and you lost all of your hair?
Yeah, but it just grows back thicker, right? That's how it works.
Sure.
Sure, yeah.
He's so fluffy.
Sure, yeah.
He's extra fluffy then?
Yep.
He's got like the winter coat on. He's like Haircut. Haircut has super
Oh,
fluffy
he
hair.
is like haircut.
And with that, Aurum, it is your turn. What are you at HP wise now? Because I feel like you've gotten hit with this beam a couple times.
Well, so I did take, was it 2 or 3 health potions last time?
Yeah, you did double fist some health potions.
Yeah, so I was up okay. Now I'm at like 19, but everything's
Okay.
fine.
Okay. Yeah, everything's fine.
And I have a plan.
Sure. What's your plan?
I'm gonna move to right here. Right next to the opening in the wall.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna rage,
Okay.
because that will last till the end of my next turn.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take the defense action.
Okay. Is that like dodge?
Dodge action, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so that gives disadvantage on attacks against you, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah, so you can kind of like get in this are you just like in like a jumpy stance because your rage isn't really like anger, right? It's just kind of like unleashing energy.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like bouncy.
Bouncing
I
on your
have a
paws.
pretty laser focus.
Yeah. Sweet. Anything else for you?
ADHD powers activate.
Nope.
Awesome. And with that, Dawn. So I believe last time the dust of corrosion was used to melt away the bars as Bloody Beak was exiting the aviary. And Clover and Ego have left that room. You are still in there. What would you like to do?
I'm definitely also leaving. I can't remember what we said we were doing last time. We knew where the wizard guy was, so we were going there, or where?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I think that's where
we're
Ego's
getting
heading.
Ringle Run.
Yeah,
Yeah,
then
so
I'm
we're-
definitely gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. By Clover,
Yes.
by Clover, dash 5, 10, 15.
You're still flying, so you have 60 feet.
Oh,
As a quick note, because this would have come up on Clover's turn, but since you are in that little square that you're in now, you can hear like screeching coming from the dining room, like some sort of animalistic screeching.
that doesn't sound good.
It doesn't sound like the Jabberwock either, and it doesn't sound like Bloody Beak.
Do we want to introduce more stuff into this?
It's up to you.
I
I'm just letting you know that you
lost
hear
count
it.
of
You
my
don't have
movement.
to.
I still have the
was, like,
unicorn
right there,
horn,
right?
so
Yeah, you were
Yes.
there initially.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to track my movement.
Sorry
Okay,
about that.
so heard screeching in the dining room.
So if you wanted to get to like,
He's here.
yeah, so you could like get roughly around that area for 60.
Yeah. So I do definitely move here. I definitely think he thinks about it, but he's like, there's way too much shit going on right now. I don't want to add to it. And then I'm gonna dash for. Actually,
Yeah, Ringle runs within 60 feet of you now. Less than that,
he
actually.
is.
55.
I do have the unicorn horn, so I actually will dash up here.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna, as I fly by and skirt to a stop, I'm going to like look back. Are we sure this guy's name is Ringle Run? It's kind of a dumb name.
it's Ringle Run.
All right,
Or we'll try it.
then yeah. I can't remember the action economy on unfreezing someone from time.
Action.
It is an action.
Yeah,
So I
that
might
will
be
my
coming
next
in
turn.
there. I might just be coming in there, taking it from you and doing it for my action. We'll see.
Yeah.
You still have a bonus action if you wanted to do anything.
Yeah, I think my plan is that I don't really want Aurum to get mauled to death alone by the Jabberwock.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
That's a bad way to go.
I am definitely going to prep myself for what I know is going to be a terrible time by casting Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay. What does that look like? You do still have PTSD from the slime and the level of exhaustion from that. So I know some
Oh
of
my
your
God.
magic, some of his magic was a little bit violent the last time because he's just over the BS. So
Yeah, he kind of just pats himself on the chest, and this basically, you know how like fire travels on oil.
yeah.
It travels over his armor, just sort of like searing it black.
Ooh. Oh my God! Now you're like a Dark Knight now. You got the wings. You got the
He goes
like
like-
oil
he goes
slick
like,
armor.
"Wait." He goes like, wait.
No time for waits, no pictures.
Awesome. So you've got Shield of Faith up now. So next is Bloody Beak, and then we have Ego on deck, followed by Clover and Saoirse. So Bloody Beak is gonna fly around. Over 50, they're gonna kind of go to the, like, up and to the left. Under 50, they're gonna go, like, down towards, like, the southern part of the castle. Because right now she's just looping, looking for the Jabberwock. Over 50 was up, right? I got an 89, so I'm pretty sure that was up. So she's flying around. She has, like, a billion feet of movement, so...
Come on, girl. Come on.
We're gonna put her over here. And with that, Ego, it is your turn.
Alrighty. I think I've still been able to maintain blade singing. I don't think it's been... All of this has even been 10 rounds. It says 7 there, so...
You still have it.
Able to... Oh, good. I can get here in 30. I'm going to stand in front of Ringo Run, because you said he's, like, white-knuckling the Staff of Power, but he's got it kind of tilted, like, up? Or is it tilted right in front of him?
Well...
I just don't want him to be aiming at me.
So he is, like, just, like, holding the staff and is, like, pointing it in front of him with, like, cold magic coming out. So as long as you're not... If you stand directly in front of him, you might be in the splash zone.
That's okay. I'm gonna kind of lean a little bit more on Dawn's side so that I'm not in with the staff pointed at me, and I'm going to say, Unicorn Horn.
Go toss it.
I'm gonna move you one over to the right so that you're next to Dawn.
There we go. I release you from time. Your true name, I hope, is Ringo Rod. And I poke him with it like I'm stabbing him in the arm with a needle.
Yeah, okay. So. What is this? Let's see. Okay.
Wizard, get. I wanted to steal his staff and all of his spell book.
Yeah, I know.
Say, if he says that while freezing, while the guy's unfreezing his time, Don will just like sucks his teeth as if it's like really obvious and just go, he owes us.
Yeah, so you speak his name and touch him with the unicorn horn, and immediately, like, his robes begin to billow around him, and the spell that was coalescing at the tip of this staff of power goes off as a 60-foot-long cone of cold is cast forth.
I'm glad that you were kind enough to move me. I mean, I did say I leaned over to Don, but I'm happy that you moved my token.
I mean, you said you moved over to Don, which to me means you, because I told you he was pointing it, like, right in front. You probably just get slightly off center. So you feel like, I think, like, some of your hair, like, that was, like, billowing as you're moving, like, just gets, like, frozen. Like, if you've ever been outside on a really cold day and it just gets, like, stiff. And, like, the tip of your nose gets a little bit of frost on it as this, like, like, all the way up to where these people are frozen in time, which it's a good thing they are frozen in time, because this would have probably killed them and frozen them into statues.
They would have been frozen in a different way.
Yeah, they would have been, like, double frozen.
I want to know how to do that. Ringo, run!
Like, what? Are you with the League?
No, we're with Valor's...
Call. I don't recognize you. Who sent you?
Molliver. Well, we're here with Molliver and, like, Elkhorn and...
Jabberwock
is awake.
Jabberwock. I need to defeat the League of Malevolence. I was ambushed here by Kellic and Warduke.
Understandable. Working on it. Come with me. Don, you move faster. Take this back.
Yep.
Where's Molliver? Strongheart?
Come on. I will move my last 10 feet back. Yeah, I mean, you know, if I was part of the League of Malevolence, wouldn't I have, like, stolen your staff and your spellbook before unfreezing you? Think, smart wizard man.
You do have a very good point, yes.
Exactly.
I see what you mean.
So, come on, follow my little goat legs, sheep legs. All right. Let's see.
6. Okay,
yeah, I'll say I'll say to Don, I'll try to focus on this spell for as long as I can, but use it more for its speed. Don't go out any windows.
Okay. So, anything else for you, Ego?
I will indicate, I will point, because I think actually, thanks to the destroyed walls, Ringle Run might have a straight view shot to the rest of Valor's Call.
Yeah, who I definitely didn't forget the entire fight last session at all. They were strategically engaging in behaviors that I fully planned.
Absolutely.
Cool. And with that, it's actually his turn. He rolled a 6. So Clover and Saoirse, you will be up after him. Ringle Run will look to you, Ego, and say, I suppose I could aid you quickly with this Jabberwock, but I do need to find Valor's Call after it's of the utmost importance that we stop the League. Where do you need help?
We've got Bloody Beak on the Jabberwock, so honestly, dealing with the League is good, because then we can figure out how to end this spell.
Right. And do you know where the League is?
Maybe upstairs?
All right. I'm only slightly familiar with the layout of this palace, but I will do my best to locate them. And let's see. This bro has so many spells. He has so many freaking spells. Oh my god.
If he's got locate creature in there, that'll help him out.
You know, I don't think he does, unfortunately. Let's see. Okay, so you can basically, like, tell me, like, you want Ringle Run to go and find the rest of Valor's Call right now, or do you want him to try to find the League of Malevolence? Or do you want him to help with the Jabberwock?
Let's get all of Valor's Call reassembled and then get them working on something together, because they are a nice little team.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
sure.
familiar working with each other versus putting their trust in us right now.
Okay, so then with that, he will slam the Staff of Power onto the ground, and the air around him begins to vibrate, and he, like, lifts up into the air and casts Fly on himself. And he is going to fly 60 feet, and say, I shall do what I can to find Valor's Call and put an end to the League. Call if you need aid. And he's gonna...
Oh, Valor's call you.
Yeah, I think he's, like, going to leave the room, and he, like, looks over there and is like, wait, is that Strongheart? And so he starts flying, and he is going to then dash. Well, no, he can't dash because he used his action to fly. And I don't think he really has bonus actions that he can do. Yeah, so, he is there. And then Clover. So Clover, from where you are too, like, as Dawn was like passing where you are, you heard, like, screeching, and there was some sort of, like, crying out from, like, people that you hear immediately after that, coming from P18, that dining hall that you were in. But you've been in communication with Aurum using message spells, so you know that the Jabberwock is near the pool, the bathing area.
Okay. Okay. Maybe I'll go look. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 only gets me there. I'm so slow. 5, 10, 15, 20. You get 25?
Your little
Fuck.
legs.
My little legs. Okay, do I see that Wrinkle Rung is awake? So they succeeded.
Yeah, you see
Because I look back to see
tall,
Ego.
thin, like bald, wizardly man with a huge, long white beard is like flying as he like carries this staff, and it's like pointed ahead of him, and his like white and red robes are billowing around him, and he like registers you, but then you can see he looks beyond, and he has like this face of like recognition, and then like shock, and then determination. You see like a lot of stuff passing on his face.
Okay, so I like halfway see his expression, turn around. Do I see what he's seeing, or is it because he's like flying that he can see more than me?
Okay, so yeah,
Because I'm trying to make a split decision whether I dash one way or the other.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Oh, we got a chat reward from St. Andrew 69. Thank you, St. Andrew 69. For the D6 inspiration for the players. Oh, I got a sneeze.
Bless you.
Phew, thank you. Okay. So, you turn and look back into the dining room, and you can see from where you are, you can probably just barely see Strongheart.
Okay.
And like his armor looks different. It's normally like, generic, like that kind of like steel looking like plate armor. It has like a stony quality to it, and you can see that this stony quality, like his whole body looks like stone, and he's not moving. He's just like stuck in a pose.
Oh no. Is he technically not a creature anymore?
No, I think he's, well, let me just double check what this effect is.
Because if he's a creature, I want to try something.
I want to say he's still a creature, but let me just double check. I don't want to see the new one. Want to see the old one. Just 1 second.
Yeah, you're fine.
He's still a creature.
Fuck. Okay. I'm gonna risk it because this is Clover. I would like to try to use negative image on him and swap places with him, so he appears where I am and I appear where he is.
Okay. Does he need to like roll anything or do anything?
He can willingly fail the save, but he does need to make what type of save is this? Charisma save. If he's unwilling, he can fight it.
He's not really willing or unwilling. So it just happens. It just goes off.
Cool.
Yeah.
Which
so
one?
Is it like what does negative image look like when you cast it? Is it like an event horizon that like
yes,
and then like, opens up?
So like I step over the event horizon, and for a second it's like, when you go over the black hole, it looks like you're not moving. So like to anyone watching, it looks like she's not moving, and it's like fading in and out as he appears and I appear on the other side of the event horizon on his side.
Okay. So I'm gonna
Swap me.
put you here. I'm gonna put Strongheart there. And gosh, golly gee, I guess I have to reveal some stuff.
Oh boy.
Let me move this. There's one here. There's one here. There's one over here. I gotta move this P18. It's in my way. Come over here. Okay. Yeah, so as you appear in his space, you immediately are met with this horrific visage of a sort of bird-like, sort of reptilian creature that has these like sparse feathers coming out of its back, and these like leathery wings with like these cruel little claws on the end, and like clawed like bird-like feet, razor sharp like feathers and a crest. and just like a very cruel pointed beak. It's about the same size as you because you are small. And it screeches angrily in your face. You can roll a history or a nature check if you would like.
Is any of the other like allies still not stone? Like any of them still like active, or were they all turned to stone?
So let me just double check something. Let me roll. From Oliver.
History.
Okay, so Elkhorn is also stone. Over
Elkhorn?
Over here, like kind of down and to the right of where you are. Let me put like a little token on him. What do we got? I'm gonna just put a little castle on him, and I'm gonna put a little castle on Strongheart. Oh, so Elkhorn is also frozen. Molliver is not. Molliver has a couple daggers in hand and is looking like a little freaked out. And when you appear, they're like, Clover, bloody hell.
What's going
it's the
on?
League of Malevolence.
Oh.
And they point forward. And
fuck. Clover's swearing this actually for the first time. Like, oh fuck.
Yeah, so we're gonna like take stock of the room because there's a lot.
I'm so sorry.
In here. No, you are fine. Okay. So 1 second.
I was so scared you killed off my partner.
No. So down like at the southern part of the room over here, you can see that there is a short gray bearded man in black robes who appears to be like commanding these golems. There's these 4 golems that are in the room with you, and they are made entirely of stained glass. They have these like glowing swords that are made of these like shards of scintillating like glass, and they have these multicolored bodies, and he seems to be commanding them. And then a little bit closer to where you are, I have a billion tabs open right now. So over here, there is a muscular armored man wearing a helm that conceals his face except for red glowing eyes, and his sword that he holds is wreathed in flames. And then in front of like Valor's Call here, there's a trio of these creatures. What did you get on a nature or history check?
Oh, I could have done nature. Let's see. Oh, it's the same thing. 19 total.
Okay, these are cockatrices. They exist like in the wild. They're these sort of like raptor-like bird creatures, but the reason that you know about them is because you've always been told that if you see them like out in the fields or in the forest, to stay very far away, because they are able to turn flesh to stone if they bite you or like peck you with their beak.
Cool.
Which is, you're getting the feeling that that's probably what happened to Elkhorn and Strongheart. It looks like Molliver has been like bitten by them, but has not turned to stone. So let me
frozen in time, frozen in stone.
So here is the individual in the black. There's gonna be a couple maps, handouts, picks happening.
I need to get their cleric.
So number 1, there is the individual with the black robes who is commanding the golems. Here is the helmed individual who's like storming towards the little cluster of Valor's Call that's there. And then
they look so
I'm dead, guys.
here are what the cockatrices look like. And then I feel like Ink and Graph are gonna love this. These are the 4 glasswork golems that are spinning around, and they're like about 6 feet tall, and just like there's just like dazzling light reflecting off of them, and you can see that like some of the windows that were in this room, this like dining room, are shattered. There's no glass in them anymore.
I love it. It's so pretty.
Not the war flashback cat. Yeah. So you do your little swapping places, immediately have a cockatrice in your face.
Immediately have
and-
regrets.
Yeah.
Might be
and
wondering
there's-
how I got here.
Hey, that's me.
It's okay, Ringo Run is coming.
Yeah, is there anything else that you'd like to do with your turn?
Well, that was my movement and action. I don't even know. No, that's all I got.
I was gonna say, does girl have quicken spell?
Well, yes, I do. Oh my god, I do.
Because your action, that wasn't a spell, right? That was a feature?
No, it was a spell.
Oh.
But if I
Never
use a
mind.
bonus action cantrip, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you quicken a cantrip, but don't, I don't need to, I'm not telling you what to do. I thought
but I
that
feel
was a,
like-
ability, not a spell.
No,
so that you could
that's
do a full
it's a new spell. It's a new spell I got. Just debating if I should send a message or not.
I'm coming back that way anyway with Ringo Run because Dawn has the unicorn horn and can move faster, so...
Okay, well, I'm gonna hold off for now because I only have a few sorcery points left. I think I have like 4 or 5 left. Probably 4.
Okay.
So I'm gonna hold off for now. Maybe give Aurum one more round because I feel like her staying in contact with Aurum is like top priority in her mind. So she knows that if he goes down, she has to get to him.
Okay.
I think that's her main concern is because he's literally dealing with the Jabberwock by himself.
The Jabberwock
Yeah.
solo. Yeah.
And now I'm soloing, or gonna be half soloing this league with the wizard, and I don't know who else knows.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's my turn. I'm gonna hold off and wait another round and hope Aurum survives another round.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And so next up is Saoirse. What would you like to do, Saoirse?
Let me double check which spell I was using.
Aurum has aura.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna I can see him from here, right?
Yes, you can. The Jabberwock has come into view.
Yeah,
and you're
so
still
I'm
filled
gonna
with that sense of clarity and like
move
purpose.
Forward, I can get to here. Okay. So we're gonna move forward. I don't need to, but I'm going to, because that's where Saoirse's at right now. Normally she'd be like, no, I will stay as far from this thing as possible, but not right now.
Where you are.
We're gonna cast
Oh my god.
I guess the only person who would see this is Aurum. I don't know if you can see Saoirse though. You're just gonna see the effects. So basically,
You can probably see the walls are like destroyed.
oh, because there's like it looked like there's like walls, but he's taking up the Jabberwock is taking up the rest of the space, so I wasn't sure. But yeah, so Saoirse is going to reach out and she's got these like ice gauntlets going on with like claws, and from the like ice gauntlets, shards of ice sort of like spray out all over the ground, and hail starts to fall from the sky.
Uh-oh.
And we are going to be doing a ice storm.
Nice. All right, so
it
that
a
is
20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder.
Oh yeah.
It's a winter spell.
Yeah, it is.
Linger. We're gonna do that. So
Well, she's in her ice armor form right now, so.
So I think that's 40 foot, right? Did you want to center it on the Jabberwock?
I want to make sure it doesn't hit Aurum, which I think is not a problem. So yes.
Yeah, I mean, like you can see most of the Jabberwock, and it seems to be like looking over here right now, and you don't see Aurum in the immediate vicinity.
Gotcha. Yeah, as long as I'm not hitting him, that's fine. So
Yeah.
it needs to. That area becomes difficult terrain.
Okay.
Because of the hailstones. So it's not like a ground thing. So even if it's like flying, it'll still affect it.
Okay.
And then it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Where's my D10?
Okay, so I just nat one. So I'm going to use a legendary resistance, because that would fail. So the Jabberwock is going to choose to succeed on this one.
That's fine. Richter and I are having a battle. 14 bludgeoning damage,
Oh boy.
and
Gonna move.
then it'll be halved if he succeeds. And I just lost my dice. 1 second. No, Richter.
Richter, don't do it.
No. Leave that alone.
So you said 14 bludgeoning or 15?
Yeah. It would be 14 and then halved to 7. And then
Okay.
3, 7. 13 ice damage.
Okay, so that will be 6. Well, hey, he took damage, which hasn't, I think, happened like one other time maybe in the whole fight. So yeah, this like storm of hail begins to fall in the space there. Good. Let's see. So we'll do 5, 10, 15, 20. So like this whole, I know that's not it's probably more like out here. We'll give you that. Roughly. Area becomes difficult terrain.
So that'll slow it down, and then Saoirse is going to. You said I still have my abilities. I just don't have my spell, correct? So I can do my totem.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna do. Shoot, which one was I gonna do? Okay, and then how far is that? Within 60 feet? Nope. Okay. I can't quite get it to him. I'm gonna put it right here. We're next to the P25.
Okay.
I'm gonna put her bear totem. Wait. Yeah.
I'm gonna give you the face spirit again over here, just so that we
it's
have
not him though.
I know it's not him. It's a bear.
I just feel like I should be clear. It's
a polar bear, yeah.
It is a polar bear, and I will say the polar bear does have black claws, and it's not usually when she summons her polar bear, it's more themed after her, so it's got like blue streaks in its fur. It does not have that this time.
Okay, and you want it like? Did you want it? Well, you can. I think you can move the face spirit token, so I just put it near the P25.
Yeah, that's. It would be. I think that's. It'd be like right here.
Cool. All right. Anything you need me to do for that, or?
No, it will do once he is within range. Or once I move it within range of him, it will give him. Oh no! It's just when it appears. Crap. I thought it was okay. The unicorn one is this is the right one. Is the one then? Okay, so we'll do unicorn instead. Sorry.
That's fine.
The unicorn will be the elk. Is the form that it takes currently. The one that he rode in on.
Yeah,
for like sure. Holly and its antlers and stuff.
Cute. I'm adding a couple turns here. And that one is, you don't need me to do anything for that, right?
No.
The unicorn?
Once we're within range, it'll give allies advantage on all ability checks made to detect creatures, and then it also, if I cast a spell to restore hit points, it does extra. It gives like extra hit points. So.
Okay. Cool. Give me a moment, everybody. I am adding the initiatives for all of these characters that I've added to the fray because I'm definitely not a sucker for punishment. Okay. This man got this. This man. There's all these dudes. Okay. Has this. And then Molliver. Come on, Molliver. Okay. Okay, Molliver, not too bad. Oh, and Molliver has a +3. Okay. So, nice. Okay. Anything else for Saoirse?
No, that's all I can do.
Alrighty, so we're back at the count 13. Okay, I don't know why it's saying 13 as the count. That's not right. This should be 8. And I don't know how to change that. So we're just gonna leave that, because nothing's coming up when I hit the little gear. Yeah, thank you. So with that, Mr. Jabberwock, he's very cold. It's very sad. In the arms of the angel, it's like the ASPCA commercial. So I built this poor little pet dragon. He only gets 15 feet of movement. And I think at this, bro, he can barely even friggin' move. He can't even get out of the difficult terrain. Oh. Yeah, he like literally cannot get out of the difficult terrain. That's so funny. So he's gonna move.
And if he uses his action to that.
That's true. You know what? 5, 10, 15.
No! The owl's not gonna see him!
25.
We're working on it. We're
30.
working on
So-
I
it.
can bring him back out.
He is
He
still
doesn't know what you guys are trying to do, so.
he's still in the difficult terrain. Like technically his body is still in there a little bit. So he is going to make a tail attack at you. Oh, actually, he's gonna multi-attack. So he's gonna hit you with his tail and try to hit you with a claw. Does a 28 hit?
My AC is 12.
Okay. And you
I
are
wasn't
at.
full
I don't know if
today.
you remember from last time.
I'm at full, yeah.
Yeah, you're at full.
I did put.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Yeah,
Full.
that would be not good. So from the claw. Oh yikes. Okay. You take 24 points of slashing damage from the claw.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's gonna hit you with his tail. Does a 25 hit?
My AC is still 12.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
It
He
doesn't
does-
change.
Yeah, so... Okay, you take 9 points of bludgeoning from the tail.
Not unconscious yet.
And you did not start your turn within 30 feet of him, you moved yourself there. So the burbling is not going to affect you just yet. So yeah, that's the Jabberwock. Then it's going to be Molliver. Molliver turns to you, Clover, and they have like a look of desperation on their eye. And it's like, Clover, you gotta get out of here. This isn't your fight. I know you said you'd help, but you don't have to stay. Oh, no audio's coming through.
I have one idea that I can maybe help and then get out, but what do we do with it? I gesture to like the other stone body. What do we do with him?
He's probably safer now than he was before, honestly. Just try not to let him get smashed.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Molliver will tell you, whatever these golems are, Kellic yelled something, it was like, soldiers of glass protect my ass. So I think if we take out Kellic, if we can take out Kellic, I think the golems will stop.
Okay, I have an idea. Okay.
I'm with you. Just tell me what you need.
Stay away from Kellic.
Oh, you don't gotta tell me twice.
That's all I ask. Just stay away.
I'll keep these cockatrices off of you.
Okay.
Alright, so Molliver is gonna attack the cockatrice that's right in front of you.
Okay.
So they are going to make a short sword attack on, let's see. Oh, and would you look at that? Molliver's within 5 feet of an ally, so they get some special extra stuff that they can do. So we will roll for Molliver. You know what? I'm gonna use one of my GM points to see if I can crit with Molliver. Can I use? I have 16 rerolls.
Yeah, go for it.
Go for it.
I use them for bad things all the time, but let me use them to try to make Molliver a badass.
Make Oliver baddie. We're here for it.
Never had a moment.
He's the main character.
So
Let him have it.
Yeah.
so close. So they're still definitely gonna hit because it's a freaking cockatrice and it has like an 11 AC.
Oh my god.
So that's a 23 to hit with the short sword. And that's gonna be 1d6 plus an extra 2d6. Oh, slay. 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay. So Molliver, like looks over to you and is like, I'm gonna try to keep these cockatrices off of you. And you can see that like the cockatrices do look like they've been hurt a little bit.
Okay.
This one in front of you, they just like take their short sword and cut its head off.
Oh my god.
And then
She like backs up. The head falls to her like her feet, and she's just like.
Yeah, there's this like horrible like razor feathered lizard bird bat head in front of you.
Ew.
Ew.
And then a dagger attack. And now the interesting thing is that they say, you know, that like if an ally is within 5 feet, that Molliver gets like this extra damage because it's like a sneak attack. But it doesn't say once per turn. It just says that they can do that in their attack. So I'm gonna say that Molliver gets this extra damage for the other one because
Better than
Molliver's not just a rogue. Molliver is Molliver.
Molliver is Molliver.
Hit this one that's in front of them.
Yeah, NPC stat blocks just do what they want.
And they just hit on the second one. Literally got an 11, which is exactly the armor class that we were looking for. So with the dagger, we need 1d4 plus 2d6. Oh my god. Okay. 6, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh. Okay. Hold on, this one needs... No, this one dies too. Okay, so Molliver just eviscerates 2 cockatrices in one blow. Like, swirls around with the short sword, and then, like, as they're turning, they have their dagger, like, held in, like, the backwards, like, whatever that position is, and just goes and sticks the dagger right into, like, the chest cavity of this cockatrice. And that one also falls to the ground. And Molliver's like, I got you. And that is their turn.
Well done.
Next up is going to be Mr. Warduke. Yay!
Clover is beginning to appreciate the act of murder.
Yeah, blood only makes her squeamish unless she like spills it, and then it's fine.
So Warduke, how far away are you from everyone, Warduke? Oh yeah, Warduke.
No, leave me alone! I didn't do anything! I haven't done anything! I'm just
Warduke's
a little
coming
girly!
right in here.
No.
And Warduke is going to make 3 attacks with the flame tongue sword. We're gonna get one against Molliver. Oh. Is that gonna hit Molliver? Oh my god, there's like so many stat blocks on this page right now. I don't know why I did this to myself. That just hits Molliver. Okay. So then we need a D10 and a... Yeah. So he is like doing like two-handed slashes with this sword. So that's a D10 and it is on fire. So against Molliver, ooh, not good. That first hit is going to be 9 points of damage. Oh, I should do another. There, that's what that's supposed to be. With the second hit is going to go for you, Clover.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 25 hit?
Yes.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
My god. Oh, I'm sorry. He rolled really
Okay.
bad on the first one, but really good on this one.
Okay. Take me out, mommy.
17, 18, 19 points of slashing damage against you.
Wow. I
am barely standing.
And when he sees that you are looking really hurt, he's gonna try to attack you again with his third one, because he likes killing. Much like you, Clover, he likes watching the life leave the eyes of his enemies.
Clover, you have to out-murder him.
Does a 13 hit?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
With the third hit, he does miss. You're able to just like dart out of the way of his third strike as this flaming sword crashes down towards you.
Yes, out-murder him.
Clover's about to snap.
See, but I can't snap on him. I need to snap on the other guy.
Uh-oh.
It's okay as long as someone gets murdered.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
There just needs to be some kind of death. Cool. And with that, it is gonna be Aurum with Dawn on deck. So Aurum, after this like ice storm appeared, and then the Jabberwock like got hit with all of this ice and is like slowly climbing through it towards some other target, and you do see that there is like this elk spirit with holly berries in its antlers that has appeared like just at the edge of this like snow. You can't really see Saoirse, but you know that somebody else is like in this other room, P24.
Yeah. I think Aurum's a little bit panicked now because the plan was to try to get the lizard to the door or to the opening. So new plan. I'm gonna stand right in the opening. I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna start screaming because I'm pretty proficient with Owl after, Juniper, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna start screaming to Bloody Beak. The lizard's over here! Get your lizard here!
Get your Jabberwock!
Yeah. Big old Jabberwock over here! Ice Jabberwocks for sale!
Okay, you can roll animal handling with advantage. And I forgot to mention that the Jabberwock, I believe because the ice storm is piercing and cold, the Jabberwock, it's bludgeoning and cold, does seem to heal a little bit at the start of its turn.
Okay. I have to roll a straight roll because I also have exhaustion from the evil muck.
Yeah.
We do have chat rewards.
Yeah, you guys did. Now is probably a good time to use them.
I have to use yours because you used yours from Oliver. Hang on a second.
Yeah.
That's a dirty 20.
Hey.
Yeah. Okay, you feel like you've really picked up on like the subtleties of like Owl, but like also like there's like an undercurrent of authority in like the bear part that you like kind of like throw in to like show that like you know what you're like talking about, because like when it comes to eating, like bears like have it on lock. So like mostly Owl, little bit of bear, but you feel pretty confident that if any sort of owl bear, like owl, comma, bear,
Yeah.
comma, owl, bear,
Yeah.
were to hear that, it would be pretty persuasive.
Cool.
Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn? Yelling is I mean, you can use your action if you want, but it's a free action to yell.
It was my
Yeah.
action. It was my action for speak with animals. So
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Anything else? Or are you good?
is this area lightly obscured with all of the rubble?
Which area?
The area that I'm in currently.
I wouldn't call it lightly obscured, no.
All right, then I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to stand right here and keep screaming for the bird.
Okay. Cool. Dawn, you are up, and then we're followed by Bloodybeak, Kellic, and then Ego.
Yep. I hear a lot of things going on, but I also see a lot of Clover being in big trouble.
Yeah, you can see that she, like, vanishes, and then just, like, a stone statue takes her place.
Yeah. So I have a straight line of vision through this broken wall, kind of.
Yeah, you can see
there.
enough. You can see enough to be able to, like, get over there.
I'm going to probably begin making my way back.
Make a way.
Make my way.
Make a way.
I can only get here. All of this movement.
Yeah, and as you fly up, you can see that that is Strongheart, and he seems to have been turned to stone, like, just fully petrified.
I see.
Bless you.
Thank you.
You can only dash as an action, which is rough.
I know.
I
Took
can't
fly
do.
instead of haste.
Can't do any of the things that I want to do on this turn if I dash as an action. But Misty stepping isn't gonna get me where I need to go.
You can also try to do big magic.
I've seen how that works out.
Yeah,
Every
she was trying to do, like, basically taking her spell and giving it, like, 9th level. She said, as powerful as I can get it, which means upcasting to 9th level. So if you do something that's not like that, it might go better.
luck.
Not in his playbook.
He's like, I keep seeing Clover do it, and then Saoirse did it. It's not a good time.
It does not look like a good time.
That's fair.
I might have an idea.
Okay. We love ideas.
Wait, actually, I think this spot might take too long. Yeah, it takes too long to cast. I might have to just bite the bullet and dash on this turn, so I can assist.
Do what you gotta do.
Clover,
Yeah.
because I want to make sure I'm over there. Yeah.
Having another body in there means that there's,
I need someone on the sword guy. I can handle the mage. I need someone on the sword guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna dash to here.
Alrighty. Yeah, so this, like, black armored, black winged, like, really pissed off satyr is just, like, flying through. And, like, the wizard Ringlerun is flying, and you are just like, nope. And you just, like, your wings just, like, push him out of the way. And he's like, oh,
Yep.
paladins.
Oh my gosh.
Anything else for you?
I have a bonus action.
Okay. We like bonus actions.
I'm currently concentrating. I am going to harness divine power.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Give
there you
me
go.
a second level spell slot back.
nice.
So as he comes around the corner and he sees all these guys that he basically, like, just sees them jumping.
Yeah,
Clover.
Clover and Oliver are getting jumped.
Yeah.
Clover's within an inch of her life.
He looked mad before. He probably looks like if you let him loose, there will be no survivors. So he just kind of. It's not even that like any physical magic comes out anymore. He's just so done with it. he just he just kind of like hovers in the doorway with his sword, like basically like radiating heat, almost like it's going to catch flame.
Yeah, there's like an extreme aura like radiating off of you right now. I love that. Cool. So, get your spell slot back. I'm gonna have the Jabberwock use some legendary actions. We're gonna use 2 actions to make a claw attack at Saoirse. That actually might not hit because that was a natural 2. Does a 12 hit you?
Yes, it does. That is my AC.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, let's see.
You gotta get this girl some armor.
A D10. A
Needs chainmail
D10.
bikini.
D10. Okay. Not great. 1, 6, 9, 14 points of slashing damage.
Need this freaking owl, dude.
Okay. I'm still standing.
Is the hail concentration, or is it just a stays?
I think it's like a one-off, right?
That's kind of sick.
Well, no, it's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
last-
but as in you don't have to
Like this-
concentrate on the
the-
effect.
Yeah,
I
like
was
the
just checking.
area
I was just
stays
double-checking.
icy, I think.
It does not say it is
That's pretty sick.
the concentration, so
Yeah, no, the ice just.
even when I drop, it'll still be there.
That's a pretty sick spell. I
Till
don't-
it melts. Yeah, it just has to melt.
Yeah. So it's
don't think I've ever seen this
technically
before.
it stays difficult terrain till the end of your next turn. But it just is gonna stay there because it's
Reasons.
Not normal. This is not normal like ice magic. This is like the embodiment of winter ice magic. So you get a little freebie there.
A bit chilly.
It's a bit chilly.
It's a bit nipply. Okay, so that's 120 feet. Lower Palace, Aviary. Oh my god. Bloody Beak can fly so far. Okay, so Bloody Beak is gonna come here. And then Bloody Beak is gonna hears yelling and like comes over here and is kind of like hovering in place. Aurum, this bird's not gonna like the Jabberwock is big. This bird's wingspan is like 200 feet. There's no way that it's gonna fit in this hole that the Jabberwock has opened because the Jabberwock just barely fits through it itself. Bloody Beak is massive. So the Bloody Beak is gonna hover there and says, Jabberwock, you say? Bring it here to me. Does it want to play? I'm hungry.
I'll try.
You look tasty yourself, little morsel.
Not prey. Not prey.
Everything is prey to
No,
bloody
bad.
Beak.
Not prey.
You dare?
You dare?
Friends, not prey.
Roll an animal handling check with advantage.
Come on, buddy.
This feels like deja vu with Juniper. It's so cute.
That's
Another
just like
straight
the
roll.
constant Aurum struggle.
Why do owls always want to eat me?
He's fuzzy and small.
14 plus 3.
17?
17.
That is just what you needed to be able to convince Bloodybeak that you are not dinner.
You said it with such confidence. No, not prey.
I'm used to these annoying owls that always want to eat everything.
My character is about eating things and not being eaten.
Being eaten, yeah. The balance.
Door only works one way. So yeah, you're just like, no. And Bloodybeak is like, well then bring me the Jabberwock.
Valid.
Cool. So then next up is gonna be Mr. Kellic.
Can Saoirse hear that? Because she understands beast speech.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now I know the plan. Saoirse didn't know the plan. All she knew, the last thing she knew was Aurum took off. And then suddenly she woke up somewhere else.
The plan was made when Clover was like messaging Aurum in their heads.
Yeah,
so.
fair.
So she had no idea what's going on.
Yeah, no, it's
So
all
now we know
mental.
the
Sorry.
plan, or at least I know a plan, I guess.
It's the plan.
I know Aurum's plan.
Yeah, so you can understand Aurum doing like speak with animals, and you can also hear Bloodybeak because Bloodybeak is like screeching.
Yeah.
And there's like this very loud like flapping of their wings out there that you can kind of like just see. So yeah, now you are understanding what the plan is with the Jabberwock. Next up is going to be Kellic, who sees like Dawn appearing in the background, and is like, oh, ooh. So he's gonna do some stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Was this the spellcaster?
Yeah.
Oh, he's in for a bad time.
He's about to get fucking obliterated, dude. Okay, so we need a radius.
No.
We're gonna do this.
Don't fireball.
Well, let me just check the distance, because the distance is gonna matter. Yeah, okay. So
Fuck, I'm not gonna be able to do my thing. I'm gonna be taken out.
Oh, hey.
He's just outside of counter.
I know. I checked during the round and I was like, fuck.
Oh my
But I was checking for him to do it to me, and then I was like, wait, I can't do it back to him.
Oh, there it is.
He's just out of range.
Fireball.
It's not fireball, it's fiery explosion, excuse me.
Okay.
Oh,
he has this like he has this like long staff with this like cruel like black dragon on the end of it, and like fire pours out of the mouth of the dragon into his hand and begins to grow, and he hurls it at you guys. So Dawn, Clover, but also Molliver, also Warduke, his ally, the cock ooh, I gotta look up what happens to a petrified thing. There's another cockatrice.
I think they're immune to all damage.
There's two glass, because this one glasswork golem at the bottom is just in range. Yeah, they have resistance to all damage.
Okay.
So, but he does automatically fail dex saves, which is what this is. So everybody, dex saves, please.
Oh god.
You know what this is? You know what's fucked up about this? Because he's using fiery explosion and not fireball, I don't get my extra ancient benefits from this.
It is magic.
I know that it's magic, but I specifically have resistance to damage from spells.
Oh.
Is an ability.
Wizards of the Coast hates me, but I do have advantage on the saves too.
So
I don't think it's gonna matter. I saved. I'm pretty sure I saved, but I don't think it's gonna matter.
I got a 17. Does that save?
Yes. Warduke fails.
I got a dirty 20.
So Elkhorn automatically a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, yeah.
That passes. Elkhorn automatically fails. The cockatrice is like fucked. And then the top glasswork golem. Oh wow. Okay, the top glasswork golem saves. The bottom one, these little toesies are caught into it. Fails. Okay. So, we're just gonna use... I'm not gonna... What? Oh my god, that's a lot of dice. Okay, I'm gonna roll it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm out. The moment she passed 4 dice, I'm out.
8. I'm gonna have to re-roll because it's 10d. 9. I'm gonna have to re-roll one of them.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I might be out too.
I'm definitely out.
That's a lot of... I will say it's a lot of 3s and a lot of 1s.
It doesn't matter.
So 3, 6, 9, 10, 12, 15, 24. So 24 points of fire damage for everyone who failed, and 12 for anybody who succeeded. So Molliver, Molliver is going to take 12. The cockatrice is cooked. It smells like chicken over there. This one is gonna take that. Oh, come on. Minus 12. This glasswork golem at the bottom takes full damage. And then Elkhorn is resistant, even though he failed, so he also takes 12. And Warduke also failed. So Warduke takes 24. Okay. Oh no, Clover, you're grayscale! Oh no! Oh no!
And she's just unconscious.
I'm just unconscious. I'm not dead yet. It wasn't double my hit points. We're fine.
Oh yeah.
Is Dawn still up?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. So that's Kellick's turn, and I think he's gonna be a little cowardly guy and move back 5, 10, 15, 20, all the way back to the door. And with that, we have Ego, then the golems, Ringle Run, and then Clover.
All right. Ego's running. If this was a movie, it'd be a really great, unbroken shot, because Ego runs 40 feet, kind of sees the explosion happening, because, Dawn runs into it. He saw Clover run into it, and then he just sees explosion. He's like, no, stumbling over the rubble. He comes around the corner, looks back at Saoirse and the Jabberwock, and Eagle's just like, no.
Yeah, like Saoirse's getting obliterated by the Jabberwock. Clover's getting... Yeah.
Okay.
Not great.
40 feet with Blade singing there. I'm going to...
There's so many NPCs, you can't even read any of the text down here.
This point here, can I see that the walls are broken, but am I being blocked by the corner and the statue of Elkhorn?
What is it that you're trying to see?
I need to see the point on the ground that my arrow is pointing to.
You can see that. Yeah, that's fine. Like, the walls in here are so, like, messed up right now from the Jabberwock. You can totally see that.
All right. It's not what I wanted to use this spell slot on, but I'm going to do just like that. Oh, actually, maybe right next to her is better. I'm gonna upcast a 4th level Wither and Bloom.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Do you need me to roll anything, or?
No. Actually, what is it? Marduk?
Warduke, yeah.
Marduk and that up
Golem.
that same upper golem
Mhm.
need to both make let's see, Constitution saving throws.
Okay.
And Kristy slash Clover, I am electing you as the beneficiary of the bloom. So you, as I am upcasting it to 4th level, can roll 3 of your hit dice and add my spell casting modifier of 5 to the end of it in healing.
I just want to say that the golem down at the bottom of the circle is also clipped by it.
Yeah,
it?
but you have to have more than half of your hit,
Oh,
like
all right.
token in the effect of something to count.
Oh,
me.
I
well,
tried.
I didn't do that with that golem at the bottom, but
I tried.
Oh.
Oh well.
Fine. My wither,
him-
my wither and bloom is smaller. It's not the 20 that's there. That was for the fiery explosion.
Oh, my bad.
I'll give that
It's
one
just a
his.
10
Oh,
foot.
yeah. Sorry, let me delete that. I'll give that golem his health back then.
And let's see.
Is your
Yeah, and
modifier
it's
per dice or just total?
Let's see. Can roll hit dice and regain number of hit points equal to the roll plus your spell. It's the +5 once.
Okay,
So it's
okay.
like
Thing is giving you more
3D
dice.
You're a
6.
sorcerer 6 now, so 3d6 plus 5. So
32. Holy
you
shit.
said it was a con save, right?
Con save, and yeah, I can choose which creatures to affect, so we don't need to do it for the statue or for Molliver.
Okay. So the golem got a 7,
That will be a fail.
and it's necrotic damage, right?
It is, yes.
And I'm gonna use a reroll on Warduke, because he got
Okay.
a nat 1. So we can take that off in a little bit because I know Kristy's doing a lot right now. So then for Warduke, that would bring him to a 19.
Okay, so then he'll save.
Okay,
Okay, damage is 4d6 from the upcast.
nice.
19.
Ooh!
1
Oh
6 6
my
6.
god.
Oh my god, 1666 is
That's
crazy.
So then, yeah, let's see. Then that's 9 is halved. on the
No,
board.
well, yeah, so, yeah, 9 for saving, 19 for failing, and 22 healing!
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love this spell!
It's such a good spell. So yeah, Clover, what does that look like? Ego, paint us a word picture.
I am running and panicking. I take that brief moment to look back at the Jabberwock. I'm like, no. You, and I point at my thorns, are going to work for me this time. And I take my, wand in it, and I kind of swirl it around in there, and I slap a bunch of black, thorny goo on the ground, and it skitters all the way across the tile, past Dawn, until the thorny vines in that one little spot explode into a big blooming black rose that is the 10-foot radius, and it rains this necrotic pollen, but underneath its protective petals, shining, shimmering golden pollen falls just onto her,
Aw, cute.
into her wounds.
Okay. So yeah, Clover, you come back to life as this golden pollen is falling all over your body, and there's this giant black rose and all these thorns around. You're awake. You're alive. Ego, is there anything else you would like to do?
I turn to Ringo Rod and I say, "Do something, old wizard! That is both of our best friends in there!"
Oh.
I'm trying, you whippersnapper! Ugh, the
Wow.
these days, they don't appreciate. He starts
Not a
grumbling.
boomer wizard.
Cool. So next is the glasswork golems. Yay! So the golem is going to, this one that's over here is going to do a thing. I need a cone. No, he'll move. He'll move before he does that. He's gonna come up, right there. And then he's gonna cast well, he's not casting. He's gonna... So all of, like, the, like, there's, like, this, like, golden light that's filtering in from this perpetual sunset, like, twilight that is surrounding the Palace of Heart's Desire. And this glasswork golem, like, moves all of these multicolored shards that are in its body and, like, turns all of them in such a way so that they're, like, reflecting the light, and then, like it's all centered through a prism and then casting out in this, like, rainbow at all of you guys. Should I show 15 for turn? So that's gonna... I think that's gonna get Warduke. Because it's, like, not quite... I can't get it to go in the direction that I, like, want it to go. There we go. So, I think Elkhorn... It's really hard to... There's so many little tokens. Elkhorn's, like, barely safe, because less than half of his token is in it. But Clover and Warduke and Molliver all need to roll a Constitution saving throw. So for Warduke, he saves. And Molliver...
Oh my god.
Cocked. Ooh, Oliver passes barely. Okay.
24.
Okay, that will save. Yeah, so there's just this, like, very bright flash of light, and you're able to turn at the last second, both you and Molliver, and also Warduke. But you think, like, if this had caught you, you probably would have been blinded temporarily by the bright light. And then the golem is going to post up and make some sword attacks. Because the light is his bonus action. So the first glass sword attack against Clover is a 6. And a natural 1! And I'm not going to waste a GM reroll on a frickin' golem. So he is just, like, smashing around you, and you're kind of, like, rolling out of the way. Then, this one... I have 3 feet. I had another con save. This
Oh
one's
my God.
actually just Clover and Warduke.
19.
Okay, so you both save again. So you're not blinded. And then he's going to swing down his sword on Molliver. That's a dirty 20, which will hit. And an 18, which will also hit. So that is going to be 5. So it's 10 points of damage to Molliver. Molliver's going to have one of them. No, Molliver's not going to uncanny dodge this one because that... No, yeah, they are. So that's 5, so that's only 7 points of damage. 5 and 5. Okay, Molliver's not looking great. And then this golem is gonna move. Over here. And another on Clover, Warduke, and Molliver. Constitution save. Warduke saves. Oh. Molliver...
12? Do I need to use the reroll or something? I got
Nope,
12.
12 will save.
Okay.
I am going to use the reroll for Molliver, though.
Yeah, go
and
for
I
it.
used one previously, so you with this take 2 off.
I think I got the previous one.
No, there's one that I just used, like, I think this,
Oh,
like,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So, because now this will be 3 that I've used.
Okay, gotcha. Got it.
So, that one will help Molliver save, and then this golem is gonna attack Molliver. That's gonna miss. Ooh, that's gonna miss. And then the final one, he can't really do shit. Oh, I didn't mean to do a cone, but you know what? That'll serve the purpose. 30. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
For fuck's
Okay.
sake.
Yeah, so he can't. Well, he can use his bonus action, but he can only hit one of you. So, Clover, you're evens. On those
Okay.
odds. Okay, I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw. As more light is reflected into your eyes.
My god. 12 again.
That saves.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so... That is the golems, and... Oh, they also all heal. Because they didn't take certain types of damage.
Cool.
So that one will heal, and then these other ones were fine. Nice. Ringle Run! He can fly. Okay. Let's get... Sorry guys, there's so many NPC stat blocks. There's a lot of things happening now. Cool. Oh, nope, that's not what I'm... Hello? Okay, so... Clever cameo as well as session. Okay. Sorry, there's a lot with him. Nothing can physically pass through the wall. No, we're gonna just magic. I think we're gonna make magic. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do he's gonna come in and he is going to cast a spell. The radius, so a dome. Nothing can pass through the wall. It's immune to all damage. Can't be dispelled. Okay. So he is gonna come in here and with this, what's the range on that? 120. Okay. Man, wizards, they 40. So he sees what's
Tell me about
happening
it.
here. And he can fly, so he's just gonna go over 45, 50, 55, 60. So he's gonna come over here and he's kind of floating in the air. And he's gonna cast a spell at Kellic, who is in range.
Oh, thank God. Get wizard beef. Wizard beef.
Yeah. So he comes in it and he shouts, Kellic, your days of ne'er-do-well behavior are done! And he is going...
Ne'er-do-well behavior. This
Listen,
guy.
about him in the moment. He's gonna cast Wall of Force and make a dome over Kellic.
You know what? He could say whatever he wants. Sorry, he fixes my hair.
Yeah. So you guys would see. Yeah. There's just like, an invisible. It's like sort of like the heat waves that you would see on the road when it's really hot out. These like shimmering waves appear in this dome shape around Kellic, and Kellic is looking around like very like freaked out at what's happening and very angry at Ringle Run, and he's like, I'm going to get your staff of power, Ringle Run! It's mine by rights!
It's mine by right of I want it.
I would like to have it, please. Cool. So Kellic is in a little dome. And the music is Yeah.
Okay, we gotta adjust this a little bit. I don't know what's going on here.
Just skip this track.
Why someone?
I thought this one was pretty good for the wizard fighting.
Clover,
It is
you're up.
weird.
Saoirse, you're on deck.
Okay, what's this wall of force doing? Does that mean I can't attack him?
Okay, so so wall of force, it makes a 10-foot radius like dome around him.
Mhm.
So nothing can physically pass through the wall. It's immune to all damage. It cannot be
Okay.
dispelled.
Okay. But that means he
So-
can't come out either,
He
like
can't cast
either way.
spells through like
He's
he
in a
can't
hamster ball.
he's basically hamster balled. Like he's stuck in a little dome.
Okay. Well,
So like he can't cast anything through.
okay. Damn, now I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Do you want to hold your turn?
Does it feel like how rough is Molliver looking?
Not like barely clinging to life, but getting there.
And we're surrounded.
Yeah, you are like very surrounded. If you want to take some time to think, I can pop over
Yeah,
to Saoirse and then we can get back to you.
I think Clover's debating if she should get him and her out of there. Could I like gauge how he feels about that? Because I can dimension door us away. But I don't. But then we're leaving the wizard and the other stone dude. So like I don't know what Clover feels comfortable doing with him.
They don't. They look like even though they're hurt, like they want to keep fighting because this
Okay.
is like what Valor's Call has been leading up to. So they look like they're locked in and they're very proud of themselves for like also taking out two cockatrices and like helping to support you. So you don't get the sense that Molliver is like cowardly.
I just
like,
mean like
Molliver-
repositioning ourselves to a better advantage point.
I mean, yeah, Molliver does do melee. Like being in the thick of it is where Molliver seems to really shine.
Okay.
You don't see, other than like some daggers, they don't seem to have any ranged like stuff.
Is this up here? Is this like a balcony?
Yeah, where that black line is.
Okay. So then what I'm gonna do, because I need some
Actually,
distance.
Molliver doesn't. I just realized I was looking for evasion on Molliver's sheet and I didn't see it. It is there. I just missed it. So
Okay,
Molliver
so
takes
he-
back, like 12 hit points. So they're okay.
Okay. I tell him I'm gonna get the other stone dude. What's his name?
Elkhorn.
I'm gonna get Elkhorn out. Because we're surrounded. Is he okay with that?
Yeah, they're okay with it. Yeah, do it. Do whatever
Okay.
you want to do. So that
Then
Elkhorn
I
can't really defend
will-
himself.
Yeah. Especially if he's getting hit. So I'm gonna go. Yeah, about there. I'm gonna take us both there, up and up to the balcony with dimension door.
Yeah. Okay, can you move your token where you want to be?
Yes.
And then I will move Elkhorn.
That way, I am slightly closer to the wizard if he pops out.
Okay, so then Elkhorn would be there.
Yeah, that's good.
Cool. Is there anything else that you want to do?
That is my action.
You are 30 feet up now
Yeah.
in this balcony, and you can see that there's a harpsichord that has painted panels situated at the far end of the balcony near a double door.
I love when you do this.
We
So
found
I'm
a
not
new
gonna,
area.
like- yeah, I'm not gonna like move you because technically that's on the second layer of the map. I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, there's a harpsichord.
Okay, I will use a bonus action. I will use I think Quicken Spell to message Aurum and give him the clip notes of what's going on here and ask for an update on his end.
Okay, yeah, so Aurum, you get that Clover and Molliver and Dawn are being attacked by League of Malevolence and a bunch of golems and cockatrices. What's up with you?
The owl's at the opening in the wall, but the lizard's not. The owl wants me to bring the lizard, but there's a lot of ice falling from the sky.
Okay. Okay. That's my turn.
Cool.
Panic. It's like my turn. I panic.
Yeah. Okay, Saoirse, I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Okay, he also needs to make the Jabberwock needs to make a dexterity saving throw from being because it would have been on its turn that it would have had to make another check for the damage from the hail.
Yeah. Not great. I'm gonna burn another legendary resistance, so he only has one left. So he will
14 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Half to 7, and then 6, 7, 8 half to 4 ice damage.
Okay. Sweet. And then a charisma save.
Charisma. Okay. So that is 19 total.
Okay. That's that barely succeeds. So you hear this like burbling, whispering, but you are so laser focused right now that you're like, shut up. Like, I don't care. Do not speak. And you can take your turn.
Okay. Saoirse is going to use her Fey staff to hop over just behind this guy here.
Your little Jabberwock.
And it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Or be frightened of me.
That's a natural 1. And I'm deciding if I want to use the final legendary resistance.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn the final. I'm sorry. I know it's all of your turns.
No, it's good. I'm actually glad because I didn't want it to be scared of me because I'm on the wrong side for it to be moving away from me. Saoirse's trying to draw it towards her right now.
Yeah. So you, what does it look like when you do this like effect?
I think she goes full like winter ice queen type vibes of just like absolutely drenched in like ice and icicles and stuff.
Yeah, and you can feel that like there's this aura of like fear around you, but the Jabberwock like turns its long neck and just like you feel like it's just looking at prey, and a predator isn't scared of prey, and so it's kind of trying to turn towards you.
That's all right. I'm going to she's gonna hold her like palms out again, and from her little ice gauntlets, there's more like shards of ice that like spray out.
Yeah.
We are going to do, and these are full on like just icicles shooting forward.
Yeah.
Kind of like Elsa in Frozen when she like starts throwing ice at people. Because we're doing a cone of cold.
Okay. What do you need me to roll?
It is
I want a cone of cold.
a 60-foot cone, and that's
She's
what
only
you got
got
on
one.
the other side. Yeah,
Everybody got cones of cold in here. I
Oh.
want a cone.
Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
It's
Jabber.
fine.
Well, okay, he didn't roll super great, but he does have a... Actually, this might not... 13? I don't think a 13 passes for your save DC, right?
I don't think so.
No way. No way it does.
And I don't have any more, so
Save DC
he's gonna have to take the full
is-
thing.
my save DC is a 15.
Ooh.
So
I almost
no.
finished that joke. Not having
Wow.
to stream.
Wait, I'm gonna use another GM reroll. Not a nat one.
Damn.
Girl.
Okay, so I just
I need
GM
more
reroll to
dice.
give myself a nat one, so that's fine. That's great.
You can use another to try again.
I'm gonna need more dice 'cause I don't wanna
You
roll this
know,
time.
realistically, if you roll 20 rerolls,
Never just-
one of
oh,
them will be a
eventually.
crit.
Yeah, one of them.
Statistically speaking.
How bad you want
what
that
should
crit?
happen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
great.
it's fine.
Hey, look, you've had us stressed for 2 sessions, so
Teehee.
Oh, it's teehee when you do it, but when it happens to you, it's a problem.
If I didn't make combat stressful, it has to balance the fact that we don't necessarily do a ton of combat in my games.
no, you're right.
So when it
We're
happens,
making up for it, yeah.
It was going too easy in this castle for too long.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys avoided every single room that had a person in it.
35 ice damage.
Oof.
Okay. Yeah, he does not look happy after that. Sheesh. So these shards of ice and like icicles just spray out at him, and like the Jabberwock's like entire like side that it is like kind of facing you just gets completely encased in ice, and you can see like dark green blood dripping from like the wounds where the icicles have pierced its body.
And then Saoirse goes, "This way, beastie." And she's got that like weird kind of like when you're talking in like an echoey kind of vibes. I
Get that
think.
reverb.
Yeah.
Oh, cold looks good on you.
Oh.
Situation going on, and we're gonna just move. I can move up to here, so we're gonna do that.
Okay.
Because of the difficult terrain.
And how far away did you just move?
15 feet, because that's all I can move.
He is going to take an attack of opportunity against you. Why am I grabbing a d6 as if that's gonna be the dice I need to roll an attack?
It's okay. I'm still bring him in the right direction.
So that's a 23, which will hit.
Yep.
Um,
I'm down. She only has 4 hit points left. There's
my
almost
God.
no way you're not gonna knock her
Wait,
out.
did you see the thing that I sent you in the chat though?
Oh wait, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that will knock her down, but she's
Yeah. So that's 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So that would be 38 points of slashing damage as he claws into you.
So she drops down and then lifts herself back up and just starts like
the neck crack.
Oh, and it's all icy. Extra loud.
come on, you can do better than that.
And then
Oh.
it's going to be the baby boy's turn.
There's the archfey. There she is.
All right, baby boy. He's gonna heal a little bit, and then he's gonna.
Oh wait, I wanted to also move my spirit token, but that's not going to affect anything.
Yeah, go for it. See if he does not regain his fiery gaze.
Yeah, I can put it like right here. Hey, you can see me now, Aurum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scary
And
zombie.
Oh, she's not a zombie. She's just frozen.
Aurum's like, I've been trying to just get this thing to follow me from the very beginning. Please.
And I slowed it down for you. So, it's coming, but...
Yeah.
And the elk is right next to you. It's like a giant white elk with like snowdrops hanging from its horns.
What does that do again?
Well, unfortunately, it's not going to do anything because I won't have the opportunity to cast any healing spells. But if I could, Or if you
So-
could, if somebody could cast healing spells at you, it would add, I think.
It's going to, how far away is Aurum?
It does give you advantage on looking for creatures.
Oh. Dang. The Jabberwock is going to make a tail attack at you first, Saoirse.
Mm-hmm.
23 to hit.
I'm down.
Yeah. And he
For good this
is
time.
yeah, you are down for good this time. And as you fall, Aurum would see that like ice just begins to like encase your body. And then he is going to do a rend attack, and because you are fallen prone, he does have advantage.
Oh my god.
Which is going to hit with a 25, so you will lose 2 death saving throws. As he begins to just like dig his claws into the ice and like tear your body apart. So that's the Jabberwock, and then we're going over to Molliver. Molliver, come here, you. So Molliver is gonna go for Warduke because Warduke is a problem. Molliver is gonna go. Molliver does not have an ally within 5 feet anymore.
Sorry.
It's okay. So they're going to actually. Yeah, no, they're gonna make a short sword attack. 2 short sword attacks against Warduke. Let's see. What are they? Warduke has a very high AC. Actually, no, he's two-handed, so he's not using his shield, so he gets a -2. So which means that they will just hit Warduke because he was doing two-handed attacks against you guys. So that will be 6 points of piercing damage against Warduke on the first one. I feel like I can't even click Warduke because there's so many tokens here. Okay. -6. And then with the second one. Okay. That'll hit, and another. Just gonna take that. Okay. Next is Warduke, who's gonna give it right back to Molliver. Let's see, with 3 flame tongue blade attacks, so +6 to hit. We're double-handed. Molliver has a 15 AC. That's a 2, that'll miss. Okay, so that's a hit. And that's okay, so 2 hits. And it is two-handed. So that's 15 plus 15 is 30 points of damage against Molliver. So
Oh my
Molliver
god.
is hanging on.
Okay.
Actually, Molliver is gonna have one of them to a 7. So it's 7 plus 15, which is 22. I think. So still kind of hanging on, but they will use Uncanny Dodge on one of them. Next, Aurum. Dawn is on deck. Aurum, you see Saoirse getting torn apart.
How does big magic?
Big magic works pretty much however you want it to work. If you're doing like a spell upcasting, like you're like, oh, I have this first level spell, I want to cast it at, like a higher level than what you have. The level that you're trying to go up to impacts like the difficulty of it. But if you want to do freaky funky stuff, that's kind of like a discretionary thing.
I think Aurum's gonna try to do freaky funky stuff.
Okay, what do you want to do?
Well, so Aurum's watching Saoirse get ripped up on the ground. Clover just let him know that she's in a really big fight. There's a lot of stuff going on, and I have to get this freaking dragon over here somehow.
Yeah.
So,
What do you want to do?
I think Aurum's gonna try to channel the energy of like the hunt, not the wild hunt, but like the hunt
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah.
He's going to take out his compass and try to make his compass into like a fishing pole type thing
Okay.
to pull the Jabberwock to him.
Okay, and you want it to basically get like right up into melee range with you?
Yes.
The unicorn or elk would
like a-
fade.
It's like a compelled duel, but like more advanced.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to get like a, yeah, it's like, okay. I feel like this is
Because compelled duel is literally like, come at me, bro, but it doesn't make them move. It just makes them like focus on you.
yeah.
Right.
Let me look up the wording of compelled duel because I think that's going to be the easiest, like 1-to-1 here. What's your spell save DC?
Not high. 14.
Okay, so I think if you just want to cast Compel Duel, because that's a first level spell, it's going to just be, because you already have first level spells, that's going to be like a pretty big range for success. If you would like to kind of, there is no like upcasting for Compel Duel, but if you would like to basically like make it harder, like give yourself points into your spell save DC, then that's going to increase the like level up of it. So right now you're like at level, which means you just need to roll a 40 or higher to succeed. But if you want to up your DC, you can add like up to 8 points to it. But that if you add 8 points, then you have to roll between an 85 and a 100 to succeed. Let me Stumpy so that you can see like the bump, like basically how many like points you can get and where you're gonna have to get to succeed in the Homebrew Rules channel.
I think I'm gonna go for a solid 6.
Okay. Yeah, so you can add 6 points to your spell save DC for this one. And cast a Compelled Duel, so I need you to roll me a D100. You're looking to get 75 or higher. I
Come
believe
on.
in you.
I just need my
believe in you.
dice to do something good for me for once. You
I
know?
believe in you.
Just-
I'm predicting that you get a 92.
Nope. I rolled a 3.
Okay.
And he should have
Okay.
been cleric.
Yeah, roll me a D100.
Aurum's never successfully done big magic, I'll just let you know.
I'm sorry.
Most of us haven't. Most of us haven't successfully done big magic, actually. Something bad
I
always happens.
The second roll was a
done it twice.
94.
A 94? Okay. So you try to, like, bolster your own magical ability while also, like, compelling this Jabberwock to come and fight you. And as you do, like, it's like feeling a flame just, like, sputter out. You are going to lose your magic for 1 round.
Right.
So you have no access. You feel like your magic is still there, but it's just like you overexerted yourself a little bit. So unfortunately, you don't get a compelled duel off. Yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Last ditch effort. I'm gonna get right here, and I'm
Okay.
gonna croak.
Your charming croak.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you need me to roll? Wisdom save.
DC 12 wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Let's see. Well, the Jabberwock's not very wise. I rolled a 10.
It's
I got a
charm.
7 plus 3.
It's charmed by me until the end of its next turn.
Okay. Cool.
Who knew the croak would work out, guys?
The croak would work, but the big magic didn't. Yeah, so you let out this like ribbit and your throat expands, and as you do, the Jabberwock turns and lets out these like pleased little burbles as it turns and like looks at you. Next up is go ahead.
Just really quickly, I'm gonna tell it to come to me.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna move back to the edge.
Okay. Dawn.
Oh,
You're
was
up.
the
Okay.
Jabberwock still in the
Okay.
it's still in the aura on its was on in the aura on its turn, right?
Oh, sorry, what was that?
It was still in the ice on its turn, right?
Yes. The Jabberwock, yeah.
Yeah, then it needed to make another deck save.
Oh, okay. A billion. He rolled a natural 19.
Billion.
Yes, 25.
Okay, yeah, it still takes half.
Yeah. You can just give me the total. He doesn't have any kind of like resistances to that damage. Aurum, you're up, then Bloody Beak and Kellic, and then Ego.
And
You mean
I mean, done.
Or yeah,
Yeah.
I saw Adonis and my brain read Aurum.
wow.
I'm sorry, I just saw an A name.
Wow. First of all, bonus action, I'm drinking one of the greater healing potions.
Okay.
Because I'm a little ouchies.
Yeah.
4, 7, 11, 12. 17 hit points returned to me. And I'm coming in here. Look, man. I need you to die. I'm gonna use my multi attack.
Yeah, you can do what you gotta do.
Play what you want to play. Oh. 23 on the first attack. Does that hit?
Is she
Hello?
Hello?
My shit
There you
just froze for like a good 30 seconds there. So you said you were gonna attack, right?
Yeah, 23 on the first attack.
For Warduke?
Yes.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Alright.
done?
I am one-handing it because I want to keep my shield up because he looks like his headset hurt.
Yeah.
But I did all pretty well on the damage. 12 slashing damage on the first attack.
Nice.
And I want to smite.
Yeah.
Your sword cuts in between the plates of his he has half plate armor on.
He's gotta go.
Yeah, but I might crit on the next attack. Nah, I'll smite for at second level for 3 more d8s.
Jesus Christ, okay.
Yeah, because we gotta
8 more damage.
Oh, 8 on 3d8?
Yeah,
Okay.
I should have saved the smite for the next attack. Second attack coming in. And I missed.
Oh,
There
what'd
you
you
go.
roll?
See?
No, actually, I'm going to use my inspiration. Fuck that.
Yeah, you got it. Now's the time.
Nope, I rolled lower.
What did you get though? That his AC is a little bit lower because he's not wielding his shield.
I
right
rolled
now.
a 4.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Unless you have like a double-digit add, that will not hit. I'm sorry.
Nope.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Nope.
Okay. So next is Bloody Beak's turn. And Bloody Beak is like as close as she can get to this opening and is like trying to push her talons through. She's not trying to hit you, Aurum, but you're definitely having to be to dive, duck, dip, dodge, like out of the, because she just sees the Jabberwock and is like, "Oh, come, little lizard, I'm hungry, and you look delightfully delectable."
He's coming. You just have to wait a couple seconds. Be prepared to grab him.
You don't need to tell me twice. So she's basically holding an action to attack the Jabberwock if it comes into range. Kellic, can do fuck all. Sorry, stream. Sorry, Probo. Sorry, Michael. I said the F word. Uh-oh, my Twitch crashed. Oh my god.
It's because you said that.
Yeah, well, it's because my internet farted out for a hot second there, but yes, it's also because I said the F word. That was the spirit of Michael coming to
You said
get me.
another F word.
Yeah, Kellic can't really, like, do anything right now. He is, like, slamming on this invisible wall and is, like, pointing at Kellic, or, at Ringelrun, like, flipping him off, is, like, yelling and all this stuff, but he can't move. So Ego, it is your turn, then the Golems, Ringelrun, and then Clover.
I got this is my last one of more movement. So let's
Yeah, so you would see that Clover had disappeared, like, with a teleport. Dawn is in there 1v1ing a bunch of golems. Well, Molliver's also there. And this guy, and then Saoirse falls to the Jabberwock's claws, gets torn apart, and then the Jabberwock turns and starts going another way.
It's so tragic because the Jabberwock stuff is like I've already like focused on this room, so Ego like does not know how bad it is over there. My 40 feet gets me here, right to where the wall got broken in. So quick assessment.
Yeah.
Wizard is trapped.
Yeah.
Clover's up there and safe. Dawn is
obliterating this guy.
Some help.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go for another Wither and Bloom. This one's just going to be at 2nd level. And get everybody. So con saves from all enemies, and Dawn can roll 1 hit die plus 5 healing.
Okay, so for the golem to the right of Dawn, con save.
These are con saves.
12
DC
for the
16.
Okay, so that one fails. For Warduke, bro,
Take my necrotic damage.
that's a 9.
For me.
Okay, that's good.
For the golem below, 4. For the golem below Molliver, 14.
Still fail. 16 is DC.
And for the golem to the left of Dawn, 9. They all fail. Everyone fails.
Everybody fails. It's
Jesus
only
Christ.
2nd level, so it's 2d6. We'll see how it goes. Sure. 6 necrotic damage to all 5 of them,
Okay.
which is like doing 30 points of damage. And 13 of healing to Dawn. And then after I totally blast all of them, let's see. I got a bonus action. I really want to make sure my blade singing stays up, so I'm just gonna re-up it.
Okay.
It would be running out, so I'll just use my bonus action to ping my blade again and keep the vibration going.
Yeah, for sure.
And my turn there.
And with that, it's going to be the golems. So this golem is going to leave Molliver and Dawn's range, so you guys would get attacks of opportunity on it if you want, because it wants to go slap Ego. So against Ego,
I will be doing it.
Yeah, do it. That's gonna miss. That's an 8. Dirty 20 to hit Ego.
By re-upping my blade singing, it's 21 is my AC.
Oh, dirty. Okay, so
Does a 16 hit?
Yes, it does.
Perfect. Not much.
1.
6 flashing.
Okay. -6.
Oh, fuck.
And then Ego, I need you to make a con save.
Okay, you got it. Do I need to add anything? Nah, it's just fail. 8.
Okay. You are blinded for the next minute. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns, and end the effect on a success. Legacy definition, you automatically fail any ability check that requires sight. Attack rolls against you have advantage. Your attacks have disadvantage.
Okay.
This one
I'm
to the
gonna-
right. Oh, go
I'm
ahead.
gonna really quickly just check and see if I need to be able to see the cast shield if it comes up. Nope. Okay, it's just when I am hit by an attack, I don't need to be able to see. Good to know.
Does 17 hit Dawn? No.
Nope.
The AC boys are here. The AC boys are here.
This one's gonna climb over the table and try to slap. Then Molliver would have also hit the golem that walked away. And Molliver gets, because there is now an ally within range, 7, so 13 points of damage against this one as well. Okay, so that one's not looking good. So this one is gonna hit a Wrinkle Run. Wrinkle Run, you don't have shield, do you, baby? Oh, baby, no! He's got that wizard AC! Okay.
Buddy,
So-
put on some mage armor.
He's gonna get hit. Bro, he doesn't even have that!
Oh my god.
He somehow doesn't have any of those things.
I deserve that staff.
Now do you see why Kellic, has mad beef with this man?
I mean, he does have Wall of Force, though. That's kind of goated.
And not from him, though, it's from the staff.
Oh, I see.
Yikes.
Yeah, and the Cone of Cold is also from the staff.
All right, buddy, you're a fraud.
Bro's actually
Fraud
so carried.
watch.
So carried.
He's on fraud watch.
So this is a -5. And then we're gonna try to hit him again. That's also gonna hit, another -5. As this glass sword cuts into Wrinkle Run's frail old man body. This golem is going to attack Molliver. Let's see, Molliver, you've got an AC of 15. That'll miss. That'll also miss, but this one did recharge its ability, so Molliver's gonna make a con save. Molliver's fine. And then... yeah, okay, so that one hit. I missed with Dawn on both of those. Okay, so that's the golems. Next up is Wrinkle Run. Wrinkle Run is concentrating. I gotta do a concentration check on his Wall of Force, because he did take some damage. Save. Save. Okay. No, he's not gonna do that. He's going to cast banishment, dispel. You know what? He's gonna try to cast Dispel Magic. He's gonna cast Dispel Magic at the golem that is attacking Molliver, so this one over here, and see if he can just, turn it off. I feel like that's fine to do.
Oh, yeah.
So, Dispel Magic. This one doesn't necessarily have a specific, level, but we're gonna do DC is 10 plus the spell's level. So let's make this a 5th level, so he has to roll a 15 or higher. Using his spellcasting ability modifier. Natural 20! So this
Nice.
golem just collapses into a pile of, stained glass shards. So now there's one fewer person attacking Molliver. And he is going to fly up. So he's gonna come 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So he's basically up on the balcony with you because he needs 30-ish to get up and 30 to get over. So he is gonna take an attack of opportunity from that golem. It's gonna hit him for another 5. But he gets up there with you, Clover, and sees that Elkhorn is okay, and there's definitely relief on his face. Clover, it is your turn.
How rough is Warduke looking?
Warduke, there's blood seeping out from under his armor. You can see like he has these like bulging muscles that are covered with armor, but like there's patches of his half plate where you can like see a little bit of skin, and it's like necrotizing and like black flesh now because he's been like wither and bloomed multiple times. He's been smited, like he's barely hanging on.
Cool. I'm gonna try to use Sorceress Burst.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to give him a migraine and knock him out with a psychic damage.
You're gonna try to quote unquote knock him out. You're
knock
gonna
him out.
Knock him out.
Night night.
Go night night.
Yeah, go for it. Do you need to
give him
roll?
the eternal slumber.
18 plus 8, so 26.
Yeah. That's gonna hit.
Okay. So where's my D8? Is it a D8?
Candy fuel, no.
Stained glass is perfect. It'll make such pretty candy.
9, 10, 11, 12, and because I rolled it. 13, 14. 16 psychic damage.
Okay. What does it look like when you kill this hardened, seasoned gladiator who wants nothing more than to just kill everyone? You lay him low.
I think it like casts out from her hand, much like a lot of her like more wild magic comes, and it like manifests in like almost like a mini black hole, and then it like turns the color of like purple and like vibrant like violet, and it like beams him in the noggin.
Yeah, and he has this like big helmet on with these like bat wings and like horns and these like flaming red eyes that are looking Dawn right in the face. And then Dawn, you hear this like dunk, like ringing sound, and Warduke like warbles, falls to his knees, and then falls face down in front of you, and you can see that there's a massive dent in the back of this helmet. Like the entire back half of his skull is just demolished. Like
oh my god!
Oh my god!
Yeah,
that's not what I intended. Oh fuck!
He has migraine, and also like a lobotomy.
Ibuprofen. I have a headache.
He's been lobotomized.
Use a potion of healing, and that's my turn.
Yeah.
Yes, another kill for the goddess of death.
Oh my god. 2.
Saoirse. So for the audience and also Aurum, yeah, I saw your roll. As you're laying there, Aurum, you have this like very strong connection that you've been forming to like magic, and especially like the magic of the Feywild, and there's this like inherent like life energy in you that you've been recently learning to tap into with your rages. And as Saoirse is lying there, when the Jabberwock is like turning and making these like happy burbling trilling noises at you, you instantly feel this like deep tug, like this heart-wrenching feeling, and you know without a doubt that Saoirse has perished. Her body becomes like encased in ice, and all of her like skin, everything becomes completely white again underneath it, as this like icy like coffin or like case forms around her. And a lot of the like Fey magic of like excitement and vitality for life and like new beginnings, you feel like on a very primal like level is gone. For Saoirse, you have this sense of like being in your body but being unable to move. And yeah, this does kind of happen to you a lot. But this time, instead of like being in spring and like seeing everything around you fade, like you have this like overhead kind of moment where you're like looking down at spring, and it's almost like you're seeing like what is like the worst possible scenario that could happen here. And because in this moment you have died, like the future of spring is now no longer secure, even though your mother is doing something to try and undermine that. you have a very strong sense now that like spring is very at risk because there is no longer a named heir, and you are very aware that you have died. Roll me a d20 really quick.
But she's Faye, so she'll just come back
Well,
to life.
there is stuff that happens.
That is a natural 20, actually. I wish I could have had that, like 3 minutes ago.
I'm sorry, I meant a d8. My apologies.
Oh, okay. D8. That's too bad. It's a waste of a nat 20. 7.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So, for anybody's knowledge, your corpse is like preserved in this like ice casing, and it takes on this like iridescent shine to it, almost like a bubble. So there's basically like the Feywild casts a gentle repose on your body as it like the very like nature of Fey magic itself like riots against what like the travesty that has just occurred with your death. And so the Feywild is doing what it can to like preserve spring and preserve you. So you're still dead, but your corpse is like preserved, which is like, it's kind of like planting like a little seed. There's like something that could happen from that. But you see yourself, like you watch spring as you're taking this overhead view, and you start to see like everything in spring become like overgrown and wild. And instead of this like fresh new, like, you know how fresh new leaves have almost like a yellow-green quality to them? They become like dark green, and some of them become burnt at the edges, and the grass grows long, and it sends up these like seed pods and shoots, and then it turns like that kind of amber color that grass will turn on like a really hot summer day. And you realize that you're seeing what would happen if spring were to be absorbed into summer, as everything that was fresh and new becomes wild and overgrown, and in some cases burnt. And then you kind of shoot back to like where your like other self that's connected to spring actually is. And you realize that you are, again, like laying in your body, unable to move, and you're in like a glass case, like very Snow White. Like you see yourself in that case that you had seen before, and like this time you are there in it yourself, and you like can't move, you can't speak, you are just there, and you see all of these like the kudzu and like vines that just like begin to like wrap over like the case there, and like summer without a doubt begins to envelop you. That, and it's the Jabberwock's turn.
It's fine.
It's all good. Aurum, you are just out of burble range. Lucky you. And he's still in this effect, because it's not concentration, so he has to use double movement. And when Iris is back, we'll get the damage from being in the ice. So 10, 20, 30, because he has to use double movement to get through that. And he's gonna action dash over to you. So 5, now that he's out, 10, 15, 20. So Aurum, the Jabberwock comes up to you and lets out this happy little like chitter and begins to like headbutt you with its giant head. Okay, Bloody Beak. Yeah. So Bloody Beak is like right up there. He's like basically the Jabberwock is like invading your space, and Bloody Beak is gonna try to grab him. So with a Talon attack, with a plus 13 to hit, so that's a 26, which is gonna hit the Jabberwock. Who's gonna take 23 points of slashing damage. And so he did heal plus 10, but then he takes minus 23. And the target is grappled. and restrained. So Bloodybeak reaches in with these giant talons and just like fully encloses like the long serpentine body of the Jabberwock, who is still kind of like looking at you happily, but then as these like talons pierce into its flesh, it like remembers where it is again and starts like wriggling and panicking, but Bloodybeak has a grip on it and says, "Oh, I do love when my prey struggles." And then she's gonna fly away.
Oh my god.
Gonna take him away. Iris, if you want to do your AoE damage, because it's not concentration, so, I mean, Bloodybeak gets like 120 feet, so we'll just do 60. So Bloodybeak and the Jabberwock are coming over here. So the Jabberwock is torn out of this hole and into the sky. Yeah, so next up is Molliver. We have Aurum on deck, and then Dawn after that. So Molliver is okay, so then 21, so that's going to be halved to 10 for that ice damage. Molliver's going to flank. Molliver's going to like kind of dart around and past you. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Molliver's going to flank with you to get advantage on this golem. Yep, that'll hit. The golem is toast. It's like 15 points of damage with the short sword. And then Molliver's going to probably throw a dagger at the one that's at Ego. Yeah, 20 feet. Perfect. Yeah. And yeah, that's also gonna hit. So this one will take 12 points of piercing damage because Ego isn't. So this one's also that one had 11 HP. So Molliver takes down 2 more golems, and shouts out to you, Ego, because you're kind of like blinded right now. It's like, it's all right, Ego. You don't gotta worry about that golem anymore. And next up is Aurum, and then Dawn, and yeah.
Thank you.
The big ice thing is like hurdy, right?
Yeah. It looks like if you were to, it's if you enter it, or is it just if you start your turn there, Iris?
Let me double check the exact wording. A creature takes bludgeoning and cold damage on each creature in the cylinder must make a dexterity saving throw. So it doesn't say whether it's at the beginning of your turn or not, but it just says if you're in the cylinder.
Yeah, so there is a little a 5-foot opening in the wall here that you could slide through. Like where that black scribble is.
Okay.
Here. So that's about the only way you could pass through this room. Or down at the doors.
But she looks like she's encased in ice.
Yeah.
And based off the wisdom of where I come from, I assume I would understand that things encased in ice are normally like preserved pretty well.
Yeah.
So there's not a rush to grab her body at the moment. So I'm gonna
Does Aurum have a unicorn tier? Can't remember.
Yeah, I just put it in the chat for you guys. Who has those tiers?
I don't
We
Ego and
specifically, Ego and Dawn have them. We specifically didn't give one to Aurum because
Yeah.
we thought he would die, and you used yours on me during the fight with the witches.
I did,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna I'm gonna action dash to get here. My swim speed
Okay.
is as fast as my
Yeah,
running
so
speed.
you're totally fine to go through the water. You don't see any of your friends.
Ugh. My turn.
Okay. Dawn, you are up. There's one golem left, and then Kellic over in that dome.
We're gonna move 15 feet here.
Mhm.
We're gonna make an attack.
Okay.
24 to hit.
Yep.
I'll roll some damage. 11.
Yeah, that will hit. Or that, yeah, that's damage. Sorry.
Yeah,
Might
that's
be.
the 11 damage.
Okay.
I'll smite first level
Yeah, do it.
for 8 more.
Ooh, yeah, this golem is like not looking hot.
Alright, second attack.
Do it.
21.
That hits.
10.
10.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this golem is barely remaining animated.
Oh my god. Well, that's all I can do. I don't have any more damage for it.
Okay. Bloody Beak. Bloody Beak is tearing into the Jabberwock. He's not having a good day anymore. But Bloody Beak is. The Jabberwock's not doing it. Yeah, like it has like advantage. It does natural 20. Does 47, 54 points of damage against.
Oh my god.
Okay, yeah. So Bloody Beak, for you know the audience watching, Bloody Beak like digs her giant beak into the Jabberwock's stomach and just rips it open. So the Jabberwock is dead. For now. Cool. Kellic continues to be engaged in futile efforts to escape. I accidentally deleted the golem that had the initiative order, and I don't remember where they were. So I'm just gonna have this one go at the end of the turn order. It's not gonna be able to... Here. Nope. Okay, wherever it is, it doesn't hit Dawn because it can't get over a 20. So, Ego, you are up.
I can't see.
You can't see. You can, at the end of your turn, you can roll again to try to get out of the blind.
So then what I will do is I will hold my action to cast Firebolt on any enemy I see when I can see.
Okay. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
It's 9.
We
You
have
want to use a
dice.
stat reward? The DC is literally 10.
Use a
You can add a
probo.
probo.
Well, I was gonna say add a probo because that'll make it automatically pass.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can see.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can see, and I mean, the nearest enemy that you see is a Glasswork Golem fighting Dawn. And Kellic is far, far at the opposite end of the room, still, like, beating against an invisible barrier.
Well, it's a good thing glass melts. Firebolt!
Do it.
Sidine?
That'll hit.
14.
Okay. And as your
Fire.
firebolt collides with this Glasswork Golem, it begins to melt into molten shards of glass, and it is no more.
Ah. You good, Don?
He doesn't answer.
Don? I know, look, I can see, so I can see you're okay. Everything's gone to shit. Ah.
Yeah.
And my turn.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, my turn was ended, technically.
So, Ringlerun is going to, he looks around and says, "Is everyone all right?"
More or
No.
less.
I have to contact Aurum and I'll let you know.
Does anyone happen to have any sort of restoration magic that can end petrification? Greater restoration, perhaps?
Saoirse might have that, but she's off in the other room fighting the Jabberwock, so you might...
All right. Molliver, Kellic is trapped in a wall of force stone right now. Get rope, get some manacles. We're finally going to be able to bring him to justice. And he flies down over here and it says, Kellic, your days of evil doing are done.
Oh my god.
And Kellic is just like in the dome, like cursing. Says, "Your staff is mine. It should belong to me."
Okay.
All of this over a staff, bro.
Yeah. So I am gonna keep initiative going because there is technically still a timed component happening here, with what Saoirse's got going on. So Clover, what would you like to do?
Can I just double check how long this wall of force lasts? Like, how long do we have?
Ringlerun would tell you that it'll be up for like 10 minutes, so a little less than 10 minutes.
Okay, so I don't have to be like on guard and blasting. We've got a little bit of a cushion. Okay.
And Molliver is gonna run over on their turn to help restrain Kellic.
I will action message Aurum.
Yeah.
Everyone's down. We got the wizard trapped. How are you? Are you okay?
The owl got the Jabberwock. The Jabberwock got Saoirse. Saoirse's dead in ice on the ground.
I yelled that out. Aurum says Saoirse's dead and encased in ice.
Everything's
And I
gone to
guess-
shit.
I think at this point, Don doesn't even like have like a normal reaction. He just throws his arms up.
Unicorn tears. We have unicorn tears.
Yeah. Is there a way to get off this balcony? Like, is there a way to exit off this balcony?
Yeah, so there is a door. 1, 2, 3, 4 squares down. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's a door like right here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it's like 35 feet from where you are.
Would that get me to like the stairway to be able to get to where Aurum is?
So that would technically take you out somewhere on the second floor. I just haven't popped you up to the second floor map because that would just be you wouldn't be able to see the combat that's happening. But like you have no idea where that door goes.
Fuck. And I need to be able to get down somehow.
You're 30 feet up.
I'm 30
You can
feet
jump.
up. I could jump.
Like Dawn, uppies.
Uppies, catch me. Shit. I don't think there's anything I can really do. I guess I'll go towards the rubble. Maybe I can climb down the rubble. Maybe.
Yeah, you can try. You want to?
I'm gonna go that. I can't get there this turn because I already used my action to message. So I will get here.
Put on the. Wanted to put on urgent, not sad. There we go. Cool. Okay, so then it'll be Saoirse's turn. Saoirse, you are dead. So Molliver is, coming over this way. Aurum, you're up.
Now they know, so they're probably coming this way.
You want to just
So
wait to... Oh, go ahead.
If I was gonna try to grab Saoirse,
Yes.
my movements already have. Would that then quarter my movement? Try to carry her out of that?
unless you have like like if you have some sort of like advantage or like something on like strength with like it being enraged, then yeah, you'd probably be going kind of slow. You can I would let you make an athletics check if you can beat like a DC 17. I'll say that like you're just at half movement. That's if you decide to go pick her up.
I like my odds on that.
Actually, she's encased in ice. It's a DC 20 unless you want to like attack the ice and break her out. But if you pick up this like chunk of ice, she's going to be heavy.
We have chat rewards to boost you if you need it.
I mean, my strength is really good. I have a 21 strength, so
Okay.
it's the one thing I'm good at. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna do that would be 10.
So that one's 5 to get you in. So then 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So then you can pick her up. So strength check. Or athletics check, sorry.
His ability check, so I am at disadvantage.
Yeah.
2 7s, so that's gonna 15.
Do you want
Do you wanna
use a chat
boost?
reward?
Yeah.
Boost it.
You've got everything. D6,
I was
10.
about to look at them, and then an ad came up.
So you have 5d10s, 3d12s, 7d8s, 76s, 5 probos.
Let's try a D10.
D10?
Go
Okay.
for it. You gotta get a 5 or higher.
That's a 7.
Okay. So you are able to pick up this it's like an 8-foot long like half cylinder of ice that she is encased in, and it's like slippery too. It has this like bubble soap quality on the outside of it, but you're able to pick that up.
Is that an action?
It's an object interaction. It's free because she's dead. So
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'll bonus action or I'll action dash.
Okay. So yeah, you can get 10, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay.
Well, I'd probably go there.
Yeah.
I have 5 feet of, well, it would be like 2.5 feet of movement. So I'm
Yeah,
still
so you
right on
can-
the edge of it.
Yeah, but you basically are able to eke right out of the ice area. You do need to make a Constitution saving throw for being in the ice.
Right. That's 21.
Damn.
Okay. We're just going to use the damage that Iris had rolled previously. So I believe it was 11 bludgeoning and 10 ice. So that's 21 halved to 10 points of damage.
Okay, I'll take.
Anything else you want to do?
Nope, that's my turn.
Okay.
Is it halved again if
Dawn.
you're raging or no?
I'm not raging. I don't have
Oh,
any more
okay.
rages.
Gotcha.
Dawn,
Yeah.
you're up. Ego, you're on deck.
All right. We fly in 35,
You got 60 feet because you're still...
60, dash.
Uppies!
Oh, you want uppies?
Uppies! I don't fly right now. I haven't attuned to the boots. Uppies!
Okay, I have to reevaluate my movement.
Sorry.
Yeah, it'll take you like 30 feet to get up to Clover.
It's 20 feet. 20 feet here, grab.
Yeah, but you have to go up 30 feet.
Oh.
So the hypotenuse, we're just going to call it 30 feet.
Okay, grab. Then we go 60 feet here. Dash. Here.
Okay.
Bonus action, Misty Stab.
Oh my god.
Okay. So Clover, you get deposited.
I'm trying to get over there really fast.
Amazing. And
So I'm
you
trying
are
to make it as fast as possible.
you're definitely doing it. So Bloody Beak's flying around, eating a delicious meal. Kellic is being a little baby. Ego. Dawn
Okay.
whooshes by you. The flame
Dawn, are
dark
you
night.
getting Saoirse?
Yep.
40 feet because of Blade singing. I will dash. You're still kind of up in the air, so 20 feet under you. Unicorn horn.
I have one.
Yeah, no, give me. I'm gonna
Oh.
go do something else if you're getting
Gimme,
Saoirse.
But if I'm getting Saoirse,
Horn
why would I give you my unicorn horn?
No, you
Oh,
need
the
you need the
unicorn.
tier.
The horn.
Okay. Okay, I'll drop it. Yeah.
What do you
Thank
need
you.
all of my unicorn body parts and
Right? Too many unicorn body
Expositions.
parts.
Because we still got one more member of Valor's call to wake up.
Yeah. Okay, so Ringle Run, he's doing his thing. Clover. Oh,
Oh,
R.I.P. Clover.
I'm here. Sorry. So we have 10 minutes. I guess I'm gonna run to see where Aurum and Saoirse are.
Yeah, you can do a full dash if you'd like.
Yeah, so that'll be. Oh my god, I'm so slow.
You're like,
Excuse
Little
me, pardon
leggies.
me, excuse me. Don't mind me. Okay, that's my turn.
Cool. Saoirse is dead. Molliver's doing her thing. Aurum.
Oh my god.
All right, we're running, but my
Yeah.
movement's still halved. So
Well, you're out of the so. No, yeah, it would still be okay. Yeah, it would still be halved.
But just for the first little bit.
So you can get
20,
like
40, 50, 60,
yeah, like-
70.
No, he's exhausted,
here.
right?
well, it's because he's carrying Saoirse, but yes,
Oh.
he does have one. He has 1 point of exhaustion.
I'll action dash to get where I am.
Okay. So yeah, you guys can see that Aurum is carrying this like enormous ice block, like an 8-foot long ice block
Oh my
that
God.
Saoirse, whose body is completely like blanched or bleached like white. She is encased in.
Oh no,
Dawn.
no.
Dawn goes. She's such a drama queen. He doesn't mean it like negatively, but like, yeah, of course, when she would die, she would encase herself in an ice casket. So he's going to fly down and like land.
Not my choice, okay?
You're right. It would probably be something equally as dramatic, but not as wintry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's like the flavor's wrong, Dawn.
My bad. I land and I'll pull out the unicorn tears and I'll say, how do I even get these on her if she's in the casket?
Uh,
I have an answer, and he's just going to.
She's already dead. Just chop it up. No. I'm kidding.
Yeah, he's literally going to like drip the unicorn tears on his sword, and then just chip down through the casket so they can drip onto her body.
Okay. Give me an athletics check.
You got it. Athletics are nothing for Adonis Revelry. That is a 19 plus 7, so 26.
Yeah, you are able to like if you want, because the DC to like be able to get through to her in one turn was gonna be 25. So if you want, you can just straight up like drive your sword through and just like stab the unicorn tears into her if you want. You won't like pierce her whole body unless you want to.
I really want to do that. She just she just like comes to life and she's like, oh my heart, and then dies again immediately.
But yeah, so the unicorn tears are able to like pour over like the little bit of exposed flesh on Saoirse's body, and Saoirse, from your like dream like consciousness POV in this glass case in spring as it's encased in summer, all of these vines and this glass case that you see yourself trapped in begin to like crack, and like the glass turns into like little snowflakes, and all the vines turn into cherry blossom petals, and they just fade away, and you feel yourself slowly like slip into unconsciousness. For those of you that are with Saoirse's body, the ice begins to melt, and you can see that like it's also melting from the inside, like around her. She is breathing. However, the big magic fail that happened last time, the effects of it were delayed by what the Winter Prince did.
Gotcha.
But those,
Gotcha.
the 24 hours of being unconscious are going into effect now.
Now,
So
got
Saoirse
it.
is awake. She is alive. Her body is still like fully white. But the ice is like melting around her, and she is alive. So with
is
that,
she still armored, or are we back to like regular Winter Saoirse?
you're back to regular Winter Saoirse now.
Gotcha.
Well, I could carry her around like this. This isn't a problem. It was when she was in a big casket of ice. This is when it was a problem. I am really hurt and limping a lot, but
So with that, we are out of initiative.
Okay. I'm gonna heal Aurum then.
Oh, hold on. If we need healing, I'm going to go up to the woman next to Zybilna and be like, "We free you from the spell of frozen time. Your true name is Mercia?
Mercian is the name.
Mercian?" So I say Mercia, and then Ringaround's like, "It's Mercy," and he goes, "We free you from this spell of frozen time. Your true name is Mercian." Tap again.
Yeah, so let me, because I had 40 billion, Jesus Christ, tabs open, and now I need to go back to one with the Palace of Heart's Desire. Ballroom. Okay. Yeah, so you speak her name, and all of a sudden you can see that this woman is like holding a quarterstaff, and as her like robes and everything begin to move again, she has like a moment of like looking panicked, but like very quickly her eyes scan over everything that's happening here, and she looks down at you and says, "Well, I don't know what just happened, but I take it that you saved me from something."
Frozen in time.
Huh. Wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Ma'am?
Hi.
Hi, I'm Mercian of Valor's
Ego.
Call. Ego.
Friend of Valor's Call. We got, Molliver and Elkhorn as a
Are they-
statue.
Are they okay?
Well,
Varying degrees. They're all alive.
Okay, so they're all
We got-
alive. That's great. Varying degrees.
do you
Some
have
of them
greater
have been
restoration, for petrification and healing? Do you have that ability? Yeah.
Yes, I can do that.
They're in the dining room, and I'll point down the hall.
Right. Are you all safe?
We're hurt, but we're mostly.
No.
Do you need any food or any water? Any healing?
Third one.
Healing. Okay, who needs healing?
I will lift Saoirse's hand.
Oh, all right. Well, she looks like she's unconscious. Has she just been injured in combat? It looks like she's.
We brought her back to life with some unicorn tears. She was dead.
Oh.
So she's gonna be hurty.
Well, unicorn tears do have the ability to bring people back to life, so assuming she hasn't taken any damage since then, she should be able to sleep this off.
Okay.
But those of you who are actively bleeding out right now, come closer. And
Help
she
the cats. Oh, she's not a cat anymore. Help the cat and the gnome.
help the
Halfling.
cat.
Gnome.
No, she still
Halfling.
has her cat
No?
ears. She still has her cat
Okay.
ears. She's a halfling with cat ears. Don't
How's
ask.
the cats.
So we're helping Aurum and Clover.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
I probably don't need it as much as Aurum. Aurum probably needs it more than I do.
So Aurum, she will come up to you, and as she clutches her staff, here, I'll get a little picture of it, of her, and I'll put her into Maps handouts. There she is. So this woman is going to come up to you and hold her hand out over some of your wounds, and you feel this like warm magic course over your body. You are going to take, that is max healing. 8, 9, 10.
Actually, I've never contemplated a quarterstaff looking like this. That's very nice. I'll be doing that.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah.
You take 13 points of healing. And then for Clover, almost max. You take 12 points of healing as she casts Cure
thanks.
Wounds on the both of you.
Thank
Does
you.
anyone else need any healing?
I'm good.
I'll be okay.
All right. Well, if you change your mind, just find me. I'm eternally grateful to you for freeing me from the time freezing magic. I'm gonna go see who exactly is stuck in time. It's not Molliver, is it?
They're all
No.
out of time. It's just Elkhorn's petrified, and who's the other one that's petrified?
Braveheart.
Braveheart. Strongheart. Strongheart's also petrified.
Braveheart is a movie.
Molliver's there in the dining room with them. Strongheart's in the hallway, and Elcor's on the balcony. I had to get him out of the fray, but they're petrified.
Okay. You know, never mind.
And Ringle
Don't
Run
have
is
any-
just fine.
Oh well, that's good.
Oh, Ringle Run has Kellic in a force cage, but he's only got maybe 8 minutes left on that.
Well, then it seems like I have a plan for the next few minutes. Let me see what I can do, but if he's got Kellic trapped, that's the first time that we've ever been in a position like this, and I need to make sure that that awful wizard sees justice done for what he's done.
Oh yeah, I
and
mean the other ones are dead, so
good. So
We love a cleric who's okay with killing.
We love them.
So
Cleric
she's
mood to be like, it's not the rogue, is it? Like, what did you do now?
She's gonna go and administer some magic. Oh, not the axe. You're not dead. So she's gonna go and Greater Restoration, Strong Heart, and then she'll make her way. She'll figure out how to get to Elkhorn eventually, but she, for the time being, because there isn't a clear way up from this room, is gonna help Ringle Run and Molliver deal with Kellic. And you know what? Strongheart's going down there too. So they have their big epic evildoers have been brought to justice moment. That I'm sure the group of you would be like, ugh.
yeah, them being a stereotypical D&D adventuring party, and they're like, evil has been vanquished, and all of us are like, Jesus freaking
Christ. And we're all just in the background with like the anime like blank faces, just like
Blink, blink, blink.
Yeah. So is there anything that anyone would like to do before we wrap tonight's session?
I just want to let you guys know, Saoirse, before she fell, was extremely icy. Like we've seen her icy before, but she was really icy, and she cast that thing.
You guys see like a massive like sphere of like there's like an active hailstorm and like ice just like crusting the ground in between these two rooms here.
Did the Ice Prince help her? The Frost
I
Prince
don't
help her?
know.
Look,
She fell down and she got back up and she was like cracking her neck and stuff.
Oh my goodness.
Scary.
I mean, we heard she knocked herself out. The next time I see her, she's walking towards the Jabberwock. The next time I hear about her, she's dead. And then you're telling me that she also got knocked down and then got up and like cracked her neck. So I don't know what the last 2 minutes have been like for her. It sounds like a lot. So
Yeah,
maybe we just let her sleep.
I think she
just
needs
wanted
to
let you
sleep it
guys
off.
know what I
Yeah.
saw.
I need a short rest.
I need a
before
long
we
one.
try
Yeah,
and
at least a short
figure
rest.
out this riddle. And I'm surprised that I didn't hear that you died.
I had a
You went
plan.
running off with that thing. Apparently you did?
Yeah, I
And
mean, I'm
it
good at
worked?
beasts and stuff. You know, beasts, they make sense.
Right, but your plan
Good job,
was...
Aurum.
Good job, Aurum.
Thanks.
Yeah, the Clover's like looking at you. It's like, good job, Aurum. Like, we listen and we don't judge.
He goes like, but your plan like didn't make any logical sense.
But it worked.
Yeah, he goes just like, yeah, sure. I'm gonna sit here and rest.
I think
Nobody's gonna know about the croak. The croak that saved
Oh my god.
Oh.
You just gotta do it again.
The day. Yeah. So as you guys kind of just like, you know, lean up against the wall, maybe like fall to your butts, just take a rest and sit down for a second in this absolutely demolished ballroom full of time-frozen fae, including the archfey who rules this palace and this realm. That is where we're going to wrap for this evening.
Damn.
And we'll be back next time. So good game, everyone.
GG, BBs.
GG.
We
That was,
survived, mostly.
Yeah. It was a little dicey for a second there. But hey, I only killed one person this time.
It got better. It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're fine.
So, thank you, as always, to our sponsors, Cardboard Castle Games and Little Dragon Corp. Thank you to Suncraft, it's a Discord bot that you can use to get music in your server, which is cool and fun. Don't forget to join our Discord, subscribe to our YouTube. Fandelver tomorrow?
Yes.
Fandelver tomorrow at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific.
Correct.
Yeah, anything else that anyone wants to say or do in this moment?
Keep an eye out for news for our charity, just 24-hour stream, I think June 7th, for Alzheimer's awareness and research. So keep an eye on that. We'll be posting more information soon.
Nice. Excellent. So, the next time you are trying to lure a Jabberwock into the clutches of a giant owl, and your friend gets knocked down, gets back up again, gets knocked down again, gets killed, and you are also trying to not get eaten by the giant owl, don't forget to add your proficiency bonus, and we'll see you back here next time.
Love you, bye.
Goodbye.
Oh, goodbye.